The mighty red dragon swoops in over the battlefield. The wind beating from its wings nearly knocks you over. As you stand in its mighty presence, you realize there is no hope for any of you.
Well, I'm out of spells, so I'm just a 10th level dude.
And I'm still unconscious. So if one of you could please go into my bag and get my healing potion, that'd be great.
Then I smash the lizard. Raging, charging, power attack.
Roll your worthless attack. Your pitiful attack glances off the dragon's scale, and it opens its mouth, casting you in the molten glow of its inner heat as it prepares to release its fiery breath upon you all.
Wait, I haven't gone yet.
What weapon could you possibly have to defeat the great dragon?
The greatest weapon in all the realm, forged by Norse foundry to defeat all evil.
No, it can't be.
Take up a fight against evil with the finest weapons in the realm at NorseFoundry.com. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday night on Twitch.
The mighty red dragon swoops
The
in.
city of splendors is peaceful at night. Old friends gather at the yawning portal and share stories about the threats to our city. Threats that never sleep. Waterdeep needs warriors. My name is Laeral Silverhand. I've summoned the greatest heroes in Faerun, the Warriors of Waterdeep.
Welcome. Hello. Welcome to another episode of The Gaxx Pack. I'm Jason Charles Miller. I'm your host and Dungeon Master of The Gaxx Pack, an ongoing Dungeons and Dragons adventure. All right, I'm snapping out of this. An ongoing Dungeons and Dragons adventure brought to you by GaryCon, an annual game convention celebrating the life and works of Gary Gygax, the father of role-playing games. Our characters, the Gaxx Pack, work for Ganzerg's interdimensional delivery service and security company, and they travel to just about every different realm of Dungeons and Dragons that you've ever heard of, and probably a few that you haven't. But first off, let me introduce you to our players today. I'm going to go in alphabetical order because that's how it is on my sheet right now, which means Adriana, you're first.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hi. My name is Adriana, and I'm playing as Grath, the Tiefling Ranger, Horizon Walker Ranger. And yeah, she's very nervous, trying to keep everything together and alive and not dead, like, unfortunately, our goblin friends last game.
R.I.P. Plurks, Sturks, and Esmeralda.
But yes, I'm Adriosa online as well. That's about it.
Aliza.
Cool. Hi, I'm Elisa Pearl. You can find me on the Twitters and the Instagrams, Elisa Pearl, ALIZA. And I stream at Ripley Improv and Appease Eliza. And I do a lot of TTRPG and D&D stuff. So just follow me and watch this show, which you're already doing, so you're ahead of the game. Good job.
Well done. Well played.
Next is B, Dave Walters, who added that B, and now you're right up the top. I mean, you were a D already. Now you're a
True.
B.
True, yeah, but I mean, all the Chris's of the world can suck it, you know. Hello, yes, it is I, B. Dave Walters. I say words about things. I guess I can say again now, Baron Victor Temple, undisputed Baron of the Valley on LA by Night, and all wherever fine streaming content can be located, all over the interwebs at B. Dave Walters. Also, I'm still stuffing my face because I was too busy jaw jacking and not eating.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I'm going to mute myself for Eric's introduction while I take a bite.
My name is Eric Campbell. You can find me at 16-bit Eric across all social medias and stuff. And I am playing an orc monk priest who follows the way of mercy and the path of peace. Good stuff. Did you want me to keep making stuff up? I'll give you time to chew, Jason.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying, like, orc monk priest who like kicks ass every episode.
Well, I had a lot of whiffs last episode. a lot of punching the air.
Attempting.
I did all right in the end. Yeah.
You did all right. You're all right by me.
Mr. Game Master, that I'm in now interjecting the stall. Correct me if I'm wrong, and this very much could be my fault because I am both blessed and cursed to get to play a voluminous amount of Dungeons and Dragons. Were we supposed to level?
Right. At the end of the last episode, I said to level up to level 9.
Yes, I thought so.
I forgot to.
Yeah.
I'm doing it now.
That's D&D Beyond makes it very easy to do. That's what I was just saying.
I remembered I'm level 9.
Yeah, okay, nice. Me too. But I didn't want to just like roll in here and like suddenly Thanato's level 14 and I'm like, why are you all so weak? You know? Sorry. Okay.
D&D Beyond does make it very easy to do, thank goodness.
Also, thanks to D&D Beyond, I just realized I can cast mage armor at will without expending a spell slot.
At will.
Because I have
perfect.
Eldritch.
But you still got to tell me when you do it.
Okay.
All right.
Just, always. I will. Yeah.
I need to know.
I want to know.
Our last player, certainly not least, is our friend Vivka, who plays Snacks. Tell us about Snacks.
Firstly, I love that we are a group that will berate you every single game to be like, can we level? And then you're like, yes. And then we all
and then you don't level. Like, I should punish you right now. Whoever didn't level is stuck at 8 for this game.
I was leveled by the
They have to go down to 8.
By the time we signed off last episode,
you were already at 9.
Honestly, me too. That's why I was like, wait, did I forget to do this, or did I just do it really fast? Oh yeah, that's why I knew I could remove curse. I did it right then. Yeah, right.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't, of course, but I didn't last time either, which is how I became a snacker. So I'm just gonna, lead into who I am. And who am I? Hi, I'm Vivid Vivka. I play Snacks. I am a 2.5 foot tall, 30-pound kobold barbarian. Looks like this. You can find me mostly on TikTok and Twitter under the same name, Vivid Vivka. I made poor choices. That's my name. This is what I do. This is what I play. We're gonna play some D&D. I'm gonna try level. Bye.
The end.
The end. That was my story.
Thanks for watching Gaxx.
While whoever didn't level up is leveling up, I'm going to talk about our sponsors really quick. Of course, our main sponsor and the whole reason we're here is GaryCon, the convention that I mentioned earlier. It's an annual game convention in March, celebrating the life and works of Gary Gygax, the father of role-playing games and the co-creator of Dungeons and Dragons, the game that we're playing today. But we also have some other sponsors, and that is the Warriors of Waterdeep, Dwarven Forge, the terrain builder, Norse Foundry, the dice maker, and of course, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. And if you are a Warriors of Waterdeep player or an Idle Champions player, the codes are coming up in the chat, and I think they're on the screen too, so you can grab those and hopefully stick around and watch us for a little while. Maybe have our game open in one window and your other game open in the other. It's up to you. But we're glad that you're here. Now, what I'm going to talk about now, you'll be proud of me, Vivka, is that I made a little sheet for myself finally. So talk about this, and this before we start playing, because every week I do it in the wrong order, or I forget, or whatever. We're going to talk about how you, the audience, can participate in our show. And it's called Fate Points. Basically, for every 3,000 bits that you donate to the channel, our players will get a Fate Point. What can they do with that Fate Point? Well, they can use it. They can pull it out of the Fate Point pool, as long as it's okay with all their other players. And they can re-roll something. They can re-roll a skill check. They can re-roll a to-hit check. They can re-roll even a damage roll if they want. But they can only do that once per action of whatever it is. So they can't be like, oh, I rolled a 2. Give me a Fate Point. Oh, I rolled a 4. Give me another Fate Point. Nope, that's it. The 4 stands. So yeah, that is it. I think how's everyone's leveling up coming along?
Oh, I didn't have to pick anything. I just hit the 9 and it was like, you get this. So I'm good.
Yep.
However, what I got was really exciting.
The glory of not having to play a spellcaster class.
This is my first non magic character, and I gotta say, I'm having a great time.
It really is. I mean, you can concentrate so much more on things when you're not the spellcaster, so I'm with you on that.
Yeah, the only downside is that my level 9 gave me an additional weapon die for when I crit damage. And as you all remember, I used all of my 20s that I will ever have in the future. I used them all last game. I got 4 20s last game. I will never get another 20.
We'll see. If you recall last week, we ended in the poop room. But why are you in the poop room? Okay. And sorry, you guys called it the poop room, not me. Let's talk a little bit about your current adventure. Right now, you're in the Lost Caverns of Sajkanth. And this is a modified adventure that was originally written by Gary Gygax. It kind of makes sense that we're doing some Gary Gygax adventures on this channel, go figure, right? But you have been, you were traveling through the Yatil Mountains, all for your boss Ganzerg, who wants you to recover Dowd's Wondrous Lanthorn. And Dowd's Wondrous Lanthorn is deep within the mountains of Igwilv's ancient headquarters. Inside the mountain, which is nicknamed the Horn of Igwilv. You've made it through the first level of the dungeon. You're now down in the greater caverns. Things are getting really intense. You just battled about 30 troglodytes and happened to be living in this room full of refuse. And I'm gonna show you the room that you're in right now, where we ended last week, and we will be off to the races from there. Let me just pull that room up for you. I should have had it up for you, but let's see.
While you're talking about having made a list and should have arranged things, I was sitting here chilling with a green screen up, looking at the green screen on my screen, and I think my brain just edited it into Snacks. That I was like, that Snacks has my back. That's what that is. That's what.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to put my character back there, go right ahead.
That's it. Just a giant Snacks behind me. You know what? Send me a picture. Yeah. Right.
Here's where you are. You're in room 1 of the Greater Caverns.
Oh wow.
Of course we are. We've been down here for 6 months.
Yeah, you've been in this. Yeah. Why not be in room 1?
Yeah,
but that is where you are, and those are the choices that you can make. You can either just to the south is the staircase that you came down, and you can either go north or go a little northwest, or maybe go. I mean, remember where you came down the stairs. There were other paths to take as well. So, in fact, I'll give you that. I'm going to show you that as well, just so you recall. The entryway to the Greater Caverns was quite expansive.
So this room is the Greater Bat Privy, though, is number 1.
Yeah, that room is. In fact, let's have some fun. Let me set the stage for all of our newer viewers who just got here. This low-domed chamber has its ceilings literally dripping with stalactites, including the passageway by which you entered. There are 8 tunnels leading to and from this cave. The still air of this place reeks with a mixture of odors, rotting refuse, growing fungi, and some even more unpleasant stench. The thick fungi growth seems to be deliberately cultivated, for a compost of manure and other substances is spread over the floor. Welcome to our show, everybody.
Tag yourself. I am other
Yummy.
uncomfortable sense.
Thanks, I hate it.
I'm the refuse on the floor. Yeah, let's see. Grath just kind of glances around the nasty cavernous room and, well, we've made it this far. Shall we just keep exploring this part?
I have to say that this is maybe not my favorite room yet. And I'm
Yes.
saying that.
I'm with you there.
Probably waist deep for you. If I might make a suggestion, we might have some search pattern. Perhaps we will go in a circular direction so that we can systematically get through each of these, which means we should go to that one, pointing kind of to the northeast.
Good idea.
You're looking at the staircase room, correct?
I'm looking at the poop room that we're in. Where
the poop room that you're in.
There's an arrow at roughly 1 o'clock. I didn't speak of it in terms of a clock because Kanato's never seen one.
He may have. There's clocks in certain realms.
We'll move as the sundial turns. Yeah. Yeah. That way is what I'm voting for.
Okay. Let's start with that one then.
All right.
Okay.
I have
Sounds like a
absolutely
plan.
no preference in this room.
Snacks, I've never seen you feel this way about a room, but I understand it.
Whereas this is just to your boots, I am a lot closer to the floor.
Would you like maybe a ride on our shoulders here? Grabs a rag and just like tries to, offers it. Maybe clean off your feet and you
I
can.
was gonna wonder if you were going to clean off, maybe for picking me up.
Of course.
I'll prestidigitate them both. So.
Yeah. Thank you, Panana.
Mhm.
Okay, I crawl up on Grath's shoulders and I'm kind of like holding onto her horns a bit.
Careful.
Okay. Just to avoid
the nastiness.
I'll never turn down an uppies.
What's gonna be your marching order right now?
I'll go in front.
I'm always trying to bring up the rear, so Leaf is in the very back.
I'll be like second.
I will lean forward to technically be first.
Dave, let's talk about Thanato for a second. With being a reborn and not having to breathe, does that mean you still retain your senses of smell, I'm assuming, because you can see.
And not only that, it doesn't give any like innate benefits against like gaseous attacks or anything like that. It just like theoretically I can't drown is kind of the extent of it,
Yeah. Well, what I would like you to do then is as you're starting to go forward, go north into the next room, I would like you to make a perception check for me.
Oh.
But between me having a chunky AC and high perception, that's why I'm out front. That is a 21.
If you can believe this, you actually smell a stronger stench coming from the north.
Sorry.
There's something unpleasant ahead, even more unpleasant than what lay behind.
Oh dear.
I kind of cram my neck a little. Do I see anything?
Yeah, with your eagle eye vision that you have, you think that you see a chamber that actually has it's very uneven and it's very narrow to see through, but from what you can see, you almost think that you make out bodies stacked against one of the walls. Looking through that northern corridor, you see a corridor beyond it, but then a bit to the right and a bit to the left, you actually think that you see humanoid corpses stacked up against
Oh boy.
the wall.
Are they stacked laying down on top of each other, or are they stacked like standing up?
They're laying down on each other.
Oh gods.
And can I see, like, they're humanoid? Can I make out? I won't ask you like what they are, but like, are they all the same type of creature, or are they like mix mash of creatures?
They're barely distinguishable. They're covered with lime and
do you mean citrus?
well, I mean
like
this is ceviche?
Like yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, like the lime that appears on like really old.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Not like
Oh, it's like the monsters down here are fancy.
Yeah. You see a little umbrella sticking out of one of it.
Yeah, so I definitely I'm pulling back on Grath's horns a bit, and I'm like,
Wait, stop, everybody stop. Wait.
What do you see? What do you see?
So I looked with my nose and then I looked with my eyes, and to my surprise, there's a lot of dead bodies in there, like all stacked. Like, I think I found where all of the other traveling adventurers ended.
Oh.
And there's a lot of them. If I would guess there's maybe, Jason, how many?
You, just from what you can see, you see maybe at least 12.
Oh,
maybe
more than I can count.
And that's just from that narrow
More
point.
than you can count. Okay.
So 6.
At least.
Okay. All right.
Is this within 60 feet yet?
Yeah, it is.
I hid my eyes to the grave to see if there's any undead.
Yeah. Let's see if any of those
There
bodies are still walking.
Is.
Basically, I look at him like, ow. Eyes of the grave lets me know how many and where they are. Not necessarily what they are, but how many and where.
Ooh.
You detect one, and you feel that it is about right on the edge of your detection. So it's about 60 feet away.
I relay this to my friends. I'm like, there's only one, but it seems to be a significant one right at the edge of my senses.
Just a quick check, dear wonderful magic people. How, like, you feeling potent? You feeling like you got slots and whatnot? I can't remember if we rested.
We haven't.
I have one slot. I could do some magic-y here a little bit.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's not my favorite choice, but I would nap in a poop room. I am not above that.
I might be above that.
Yeah,
I'm a little above it too.
My strength is not full, but sufficient for this task, I think.
Should we take our chances now, or maybe we can come back later?
There's no guarantee it wouldn't visit us in the night.
We can have watches. You maybe can take watch again. All right, we have made it this far. How does everyone else feel about trudging on?
If it's the alternative to staying here, then I'm in favor.
Okay. And if things get too dire, then we can turn back maybe. And
Snacks kind of adjusts and plants her feet on on Grath's shoulders and jumps off and takes Hacker out and does the little flip and catches it and is like, all right, if we're doing this, we might as well get ready.
Okay. All right. Undead, huh? Let's go.
I mean, last chance, poop room, technically better than a Ramada Inn. Same amount of stars on Yelp.
I mean, technically,
probably a lot less crabs in this room. Yeah, keep moving forward.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay. As you move forward, I will describe to you what you see. So, one look around this gruesome place shows that something awful uses this place as either a burial crypt or a trophy room. The walls of this vaulted chamber are lined with limed over corpses. A whole circle of barely distinguishable forms creates a lower tier. A fresh airing of calcified corpses, seemingly standing upon the heads and shoulders of those beneath, decorates the cavern walls at a height of about 12 feet or so. So the first level is they're flat, and then the second level they're standing. What at first seemed to be rock formations at the base of the lower ring of petrified bodies is evidently many similar remains: dwarves, gnomes, halflings, elves. The shorter standing, the taller kneeling or sitting. The steady drip and splash of water from the ceiling down the walls and over the stony corpses creates a pool of water in the northeastern portion of the cavern. It flows out a tunnel there. Now you would know, Dave, you are detecting that undead right there in the northeastern portion. I'm going to give you guys the room right now. It's room number 2, KC. And this is the room that you're looking at. So if you look at that northeastern portion, the water is running down there into a tunnel. And you know, Thanato, that there is a humanoid undead creature standing amongst the bodies.
Relative to this room on the 2, like where is it in the room with the 2 on it? Like roughly where is it in there?
Up
even
to
roughly
that little outcropping to the northeast.
Oh, the kind of dead end over there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's about halfway into the dead end, that's where the water flows. And that's where it is standing, but it's not moving.
I recount this to the group. Yeah.
Just real a side note, by the way, as we did move on, Leaf is going to give a prayer, final rites to the bodies that he sees.
Oh.
He's going to mutter to himself, just like whisper a prayer that they find peace, that they have found peace before we move past them.
Snacks looks up at Leaf and sees him doing this, and she kind of like thinks for a second and nods and like leans into a pile and is just like,
and I won't eat you or take any parts.
Wait, so these bodies, what state of preservation are they in? I mean, are they actively decaying? Do they look like they've been hit with calm repose? Like, are they like gooey, you know?
They are like almost petrified due to the dripping from the cavern that has slowly calcified them.
Oh, I see.
So they don't look especially flammable.
No, in fact, you would know. You would venture to guess that you wouldn't be able to set them on fire.
I just turn and look at Leaf and I say, some things should not be allowed to continue. Wouldn't you agree?
Would. Yes.
Grath trades, clasping her nostrils for unsheathing her bow. Where did you say it was again, Thanato? Let's take care of it now.
Just points down the tunnel. I'm gonna go ahead and hit thaumaturgy.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
It already knows we're here.
Hey, you guys! Thaumaturgy all the way down the tunnel.
Welcome to Gaxx back, everybody.
Aggro's every single enemy.
All right, let's go.
I don't know how long you've been down here. Days merging into nights, into years, into centuries. But today is a crossroads. For either you will acquire the finest trophies you've yet to see in your unlife, or you will meet your end. Come out, face us.
Oh my God, the acoustics in this room. That was so loud.
I hope it wasn't too loud.
I hope it was louder. Technically, I'm still aware if it's moving. Do I feel like it moves or anything?
It does not move.
You see Thanato just starts slowly walking forward. I don't just like Leroy Jenkins charge in. Just very like, all right, we got to go in and get it.
Grath follows suit. Well, we can yell at it all we want, but it's not gonna change the outcome. Let's just take care of this thing now.
Really quick, I'm sorry if I missed it. Is there any light in this room?
No. Just the light that still was illuminating from what Javi did in the room before. So if you picked up if it was a week ago, but I believe what you cast light on a few stones or something, or your book, Javi, what was that?
On my book, and then there was the Sickening Radiance spell that casts green light, but then I closed that down. So I guess it would just be my book right now.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone is going off of their dark vision except for Javi.
That's how it goes. All right. So the thing doesn't move?
Oh, I start walking. Sorry.
Yeah, once Thanato starts to move in, it is now moving towards you to meet you in combat. So please roll for initiative.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. That was like, really?
It's not moving towards to be your friend.
Oh.
Right, it like comes around the corner with a tray with cookies on it, like, hello.
Hey, listen, I know the
to-
body room was weird, but I promise you, like, these cookies are amazing.
How to
They are
serve
not.
adventurers. All right.
They're
That's
not.
true.
The body room was weird. I'm sorry it's a mess in here. I'm redecorating. Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
I was hoping to have you for dinner.
But what
that
you
Sorry, go
really
ahead.
see is this creature coming towards you right there that I've just put in your chat. And sorry, Casey, I didn't send that in advance. If you can grab that and show the yeah, that's what you see.
This is a somewhat wasted 20 before a 22. That's
Yeah.
okay. I'll take
Grath
it.
shudders
Javi got a
and
13,
nudges
Thanato
it
got
All
a
right.
down.
22. What else we got?
I'm a
17.
19.
Thanks, I hate it. Donato just looks at it and says, if it
Okay.
bleeds, so we can kill it.
How tall is that thing?
It's humanoid size. It's about it's probably about 6 feet tall.
That's humanoid size
God.
to you?
So it's little is what you're telling me.
Yeah, 6 feet tall. Human. It's
That thing
human
is-
sized.
Yeah.
Terrifying to Grath. I got a 13, by the way. Lucky number 13.
Okay, and Leaf, I'm just waiting on you.
17 for Leaf.
17. Okay.
Wow, that's like that's over 2 kobolds tall.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is going to be a real interesting battle.
Can I see what kind this is? Is it a fiend? No.
No, I detected it with my undead sense. You know
It's
that.
just undead.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's undead.
Dang it. Oh, it's disturbing. Okay, So
Well, Thanato, you get to go first. But before you take any action,
Mhm.
I would like you to make a save. It's looking you in the eye, and you looked at it, and I want you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right.
Oh boy.
That is not my best thing. But I rolled well, 18.
Okay. You feel like you
Can I just ask one thing? Sorry, because this is relevant because I got some advantages and things. Is this either poison or disease?
No.
Okay.
And you get the feeling that you need to avert your eyes from this thing. And by making that saving throw, something instinctually told you to not look in its eyes.
Shield your eyes. It's doing something with its gaze.
wait, do you think it could be petrifying these bodies or something?
At least partially.
Oh God. Anybody have a mirror?
Not usually.
Oh. No.
Does that mean it's my turn now, though?
It is now your turn, though.
Okay.
Yes, you can go now. But by averting your eyes, you're gonna have to attack with disadvantage.
Or use things that don't require an attack roll.
Fair enough. Yeah, exactly. Do that too.
Because I'm actually I hit decently when I hit, but I'm not especially swingy. I sort of like, as it's looking at me and I'm kind of looking at it and I feel this effect coming, I just say, oh, you've had a good run of things down here, haven't you? You've made a number of enemies, which gives me a number of allies. And I am going to upcast my Spirit Shroud at level 5. Please ignore those rolls there. I just hit the wrong thing.
Okay.
And you see the spirits of these people that have the bodies that have been down here all start to emerge, and the damage is going to be radiant. Is elves and gnomes and humans and people all start coming out of the walls behind me there. And I'm going to I have to, because of the fact that I have this again, I can't cast another spell just yet. No, let's do it like this. Let's see what this thing is made out of. Mind Sliver. It's got to give let me think. What do I think this is gonna be best at? Let's just start. Well, we'll start with what we're good at. I'm gonna toll the dead. I need wisdom 15.
Okay, and what's the magic behind what magic school is told the dead from?
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna toll the dead. Because it's I made a point to not do necrotic damage on the Spirit Shroud. I'm gonna go with Mind Sliver. Mind Sliver is gonna be psychic damage. I need int 14.
Okay, all right. It failed. What's it get?
However, lucky for it, the Spirit Shroud doesn't work on this because I didn't have to attack. So it's just okay, it's not terrible. 10 points of psychic damage.
Okay. See it grab its weird head for a second and go. Rawr.
Yep, and that is it for me.
All right. Snacks, you're next, but I would also like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please, before you do anything.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Do we have any fate points? I got an 11.
We do have 2 fate points, so you could grab that to re-roll.
I would probably need that for an 11.
Yeah, I would say you probably want to.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's worse. I got a 7.
Wow, fate was like, oh, really? Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me help you with that.
Fate was like, remember last game? That was
You-
fun.
You don't have any sort of advantage on con saves or anything of the like.
Oh, I mean, actually, usually it's like strength stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. With that 11,
Yeah, I don't think.
With that 11, you didn't fail. I'm gonna let you keep the 11, because the 7 would have done even worse to you. But you take 16 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Just from looking at it, and you also feel that you need to avoid its gaze as well.
So yeah, Snacks was looking at Thanato and noticed him avert his gaze, and like the kobold that she is, she was like,
Oh, what's he looking at?
and totally straight in. It was just like, and you hear her just like screech out and like hold her head and kind of like shuffle back a little bit, and she grabs her goggles and puts them over her eyes, and she's like,
Oh, it's terrible. It's like a migraine.
And she has Hacker out, and I guess I'm going to try to attack it.
Okay, you'll be at disadvantage, and this is an chat that they might really need some fate points in this.
Theoretically, she should be even because she would have
Yeah.
gotten snactics.
Yeah, I was gonna say
so you're even.
I have
so you have no
tactics.
snactics. Yeah, you have no snactics, but you
Tactics.
yeah, just regular.
Okay, all right. So oh man, I'm like nervous. Okay, that's a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Excellent. She's just kind of like, and that's going, oh no. Okay, well, that's gonna be 7 points of damage. And then
Important point of clarification. Are you going to rage? Because you haven't actually said that.
I just was about to say, I forgot to rage. So then as I'm doing that, I'm like,
all right, I should get angry.
I didn't say it before, so I didn't do the rage for that thing, but yeah. My eyes dilate, and as I'm wildly throwing about, I'm like,
okay, I'll get mad. All right, sorry.
And I'm going to also go into a rage.
Okay. Does that give you any more attacks right now, or that would be for the next round?
I do have 2 attacks.
Great.
I just wanted to get it in there.
Cool.
So the next one is an 18 to hit.
That will also hit.
Okay, good. I feel better like this. All right.
And no, I don't want a javelin. Go away. Like my D&D Beyond just freaked out and it's like javelin, but javelin.
Come on, don't you want to use that javelin?
And that's a 14.
14 damage. Okay.
14 damage.
You feel like you feel pretty satisfied with that hit.
Yeah, she's kind of like still rubbing her temple a little bit, and she leans down a bit and takes her shield and tries to get it under his foot to flip him.
All right. Go for it.
All right. Athletics versus athletics.
Yeah.
I got it 12.
This thing is actually his athletics aren't too bad. He got a 17.
All right.
So he, in his weird, not very graceful, like we could all agree his body doesn't look very graceful.
Yes.
Somehow he managed to gracefully just sidestep that shield.
Look, he lifts, bro.
It looks
he
to
does,
be
he
deceiving.
lifts.
He like pirouettes, yeah.
Right. I mean, I don't know what's going on with his back there, but maybe he did too many deadlifts or something. I'm not really sure.
I pictured like taking the shield and like shoving it under his foot and trying to lift it, and he just lifts his foot and steps on it again. It's like,
right, my mistake. I'm sorry. Right,
Mm-hmm.
my mistake. I'll just take this back.
I believe Leaf is next in initiative, correct? What was
17?
Yep, you're next. Before you take your action, I would also like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. I roll a 9 plus, so that's a 10.
That will not make it.
All right.
But it will not. It will not. There is one fate point left, or I'll tell you as your DM that that wasn't the really bad thing didn't happen to you. So you would just be taking 16 points of psychic damage before you start.
You know.
That's all.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All of a sudden, screams just start ripping through your skull uncontrollably, and you temporarily hold your head and take 16 points of psychic damage as just your worst fears ripple through your body.
Just
and you know with any doubt that you have to avoid looking at it. So you will be giving it. You will be attack if you decide to attack it. It would be at disadvantage.
I don't want to attack it. Is this thing? I'm guessing this thing is undead. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's try turning it.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold up my holy symbol, pull it out from inside of his tunic, and he just holds it up and utters a prayer. And this is actually the first time I've used Turn Undead in D&D. I have not gotten a chance to do this yet. So it looks like it has to make a saving throw, a DC 15 saving throw.
Wisdom.
For wisdom.
Of wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 15 on the die. And
I'm going to spend a fate point to make you re-roll that.
Nice.
I don't think it works that way.
I was about to say, was that an option?
So you hear, you attempt to, you pull out your holy symbol, and what do you say to it? By the way,
I think because it fails, he starts to call out. He starts to like formulate the words in his head because he's a cleric of Eldath. So he says, Eldath, give me peace. Push this. God. And he can't push the screams out of the back of his mind. He lets go of the holy symbol and grabs his head.
Yep, it definitely failed. And I'm assuming that uses up your whole action.
Yeah, that's my action for the round.
Right.
But I do have a bonus action. So
Okay.
I think I'm going to use the bonus action to get angry. And I can use my move. So Leaf stares at the ground so he can see where he's going, and he's going to dash up to this thing and get in its face.
Okay.
Come on.
While averting.
I'm not going to look at it. I'm gonna just run up to, like, kind of looking at the ground, so it's in my periphery.
I mean, I'm pretty much right up against it, and if you're looking down, you can just.
Then I'll focus on Snacks.
Yeah.
I'll run up to Snacks. Yeah.
Okay. And just kind of use yourself as a meat shield. Is that the idea, or like what?
I want to be engaged with this thing. So if it tries to get away from me, I'm going to smack the crap out of it, because next turn I'm going to start punching it.
Okay, great.
Because I'm a monk that does radiant damage with my fists, and I have a feeling he's not going to like that too much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
It's safe to say he probably wouldn't like that. You're right.
Glow fist, glow fist.
Oh wait, no, I can't do that with my fist. Physician touch won't work like that, I don't think. Hand of
Max is
well,
sad
maybe.
now.
Let me
Wait, are you trying? Are you
no,
trying
I
to
don't-
see if? Yeah, the healing doesn't
No.
automatically hurt undead anymore.
No, I
Dang it.
forgot it
Dang
doesn't
it.
work like that anymore. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like that in Final Fantasy.
It
never
used to be
mind,
like
never
that in
mind.
D&D, but not now. Yeah.
Yep. Nope,
Darn.
doesn't work like that. Okay, never mind. But I'm still gonna get in this thing's face.
Okay, you're in its face.
Yep.
It's now Grath. It's now your turn.
Okay.
Before
Grath
you
already
take any
has.
action as well, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. $13.
That makes it.
Yes.
So you don't take any damage, and you realize that you have to avoid its gaze. Therefore, if you're going
Okay.
to attack it, it's going to be a disadvantage.
So Grath is averting her eyes and just using leaf and snacks as kind of like in her peripheral vision, and she's just loads the first arrow, 23 to hit.
Ooh, nice.
And then let's see, 9.
Oh, but
and also
that's with-
she casts
but
Hunter's Mark as well.
Is 23 with disadvantage?
Oh, well, let's roll the next one. 15 to hit.
That actually will still hit.
Oh,
so you're
yes. Okay, cool. Yeah. So through gritted teeth, she's just like, I'm not going to lose any more. And like launches the first arrow. So let me re-roll. Cool. So 9 with Hunter's Mark. All right. 13 damage for the first arrow. Just
nice. Solid hit.
And then for her second attack, rolled a 1. Don't think there's any recovering from that. Yeah, what, 11? 11 to hit? No.
Yeah, and well, you're with that 1, and especially at disadvantage, your arrow bounces harmlessly off the side of a dwarf corpse.
Ugh. Yeah, Grath, like she looses the second arrow, and unfortunately, like kind of like instinctually looks at the face of this thing and sees its like unnaturally gaping mouth and just like shudders as she releases the arrow, and it bounces off into the other body.
Okay, but as of now, you're going to stay in bow distance rather than
yeah. So she stays on the outskirts around Javi.
Okay. And it's now Javi's turn.
Okay.
And before you make a turn, though, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, I got 14.
That will do it. You'll be okay. But you realize that you have to avoid looking at its gaze in any way.
Okay.
So plan accordingly.
Noted. And I will cast True Strike.
Okay.
So my magic grants me a brief insight into the target's defenses. And on my next turn, I gain advantage, which hopefully will cancel out the disadvantage for looking away.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
Great. So what insight do I get on the defenses?
Well, I think it's up to the DM on what to reveal, because it's giving you advantage, but you feel that it is resistant to cold, fire, necrotic, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks, that it's immune to lightning and poison, and it has other conditioned immunities to being charmed, frightened, or poisoned.
Okay, I didn't hear radiant on that list, so I think we're good. And you did say necrotic though, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I hex it, then it won't freaking matter. I just took hex. Part of my level up, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't mean it won't work other places in this dungeon, right?
That's true, and I can switch targets once this one drops to 0. You know what? I'll do it. It's a bonus action, and I don't have anything else I can do as a bonus action, so I'll just hex it. My hex it.
Okay, and tell me about hex.
You. Okay, you place a curse on a creature that you can see within range. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit it with an attack. Also, choose one ability when you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on ability. Oh yeah, it has disadvantage on ability checks made with a chosen ability.
Okay.
So let's see. What should I choose?
But it's like it doesn't stop it from like making saves. You could make it like harder for it to grapple or something like that. Like if Snacks was gonna grapple it or things.
So like strength, that kind of,
right. You could pick strength, dexterity, con, intelligence, wisdom.
It's highly situationally useful. It's like you need there needs to be a greater plan.
It's not checks, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not saves, checks. Yeah.
I'll at least weaken it by giving it a strength disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. Or actually, wait, no. Would I know how it's doing the creepy eye thing? Because maybe
You know that that's just you're not sure what that is. You just know that you look it in the eye, it's gonna.
Is that a wisdom? Because we had to do constitution.
That's Constitution.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I'm gonna hit its wisdom.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that. See what
Okay.
happens.
That will make it harder for it to make things like perception checks. Like if Leaf hides or something like that, it'll be harder for it to find him.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and that's my turn. I'm gonna stay put towards the back of this area.
All right. It's now its turn.
I am so scared.
Me too.
The first thing that it does actually is it sees Leaf coming towards it, and it reaches out to strike Leaf.
Hey.
And it gets a 17.
That is exactly what my AC is.
Okay.
Darn it.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage and 9 necrotic damage.
We have not long rested yet, right?
Nope.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
How much was that total?
That was 13 points of damage.
Because someone was too good for the Ramada Inn.
Ugh. 13 points.
The second thing that it does is you don't see this because you're avoiding its gaze, Snacks, but you feel an overwhelming power come over you, coming from its direction, just this feeling of necrosis blasting through your body. Please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh my god.
20.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. With that save,
Necrosis goes through me, and Snacks is like,
well, with the
Oh,
save,
never mind.
you still take 11 points of necrotic damage.
okay.
And, go ahead.
So this might be a noob question. So with necrosis damage, is there any other like additional to it? Like it's not like slowly rotting me, or there's like lingering damage later. Like it's just
No, it's just the type of damage that hit you.
Okay.
The
Just
last
making
thing that it does is you, even while avoiding its gaze, all of you see a purple aura, a sickly purple aura, not like a cool Prince purple aura, like a bad purple aura, radiate out from it in 30 feet.
Oh no.
So whoever is within 30 feet of it, which I believe is everybody but Grath and Hobby, right?
I'm at 30 feet.
You're at 30
because
feet.
that's I had
And
to be
Grath said that
at
she was standing.
I was standing next to you, so I'm in that too.
So this radiates out, and all of you take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, can I okay, so I take damage. Can Gratha use Hellish Rebuke in this situation?
Oh, and
Hellish Rebuke is a targeted attack.
Just kidding.
I should have done.
Jason, I fixed my HP because I forgot with that 11 points and the 5 points, I'm raging.
Okay. Oh, right. So it'd be take half.
Rage won't save you from the necrotic. And what sort of?
It's everything but psychic.
Oh yeah, bear totem. Yep, correct.
Nice. Although he does have psychic attacks as well, which
Hey, that was a detail point, not an offer.
It was not instructional. Yep.
Well, I mean, I told you about that. All right. Okay. It is now Thanato's turn.
Do I have the option of intentionally looking at it in the sense, not that I want it to get me. I don't want the disadvantage on my attack. Like, come at me. Like, I'll chance your thing because you're going to take mine. or is it like a fear effect where I must attempt to avert my eyes?
Oh no, you can choose not to avert your eyes, but you will need to make another saving throw if you do.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right.
So make me a Constitution saving throw then. You're looking at it right in the face.
Yep. 16.
All right, you're okay.
I just look at it and I sort of feel it coming into my mind a little bit. I'm like, I have some friends that want a word with you. And I'm going to hit him with 6 Jim's magic missiles as the spirit shroud rushes forward. They're stronger now. Okay. All right. No 20s. That's okay. That would have been good. Let me see. My lowest is 15.
Then they all hit because that's what you needed to hit.
Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second here. This is going to be good. Let me add this up. Or this is force and radiant damage, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's also magical, so
yep.
Everything that
bunch of dice are coming. Hang on.
All right. Everything that Javi learned, you feel that it's going to be okay.
Good. Ooh, I rolled pretty well. 94 points of damage.
Oh, easy, Sandy.
Oh.
94 points.
94 points.
Character sheet.
What would we do?
The spirit shroud is 2d8 and it's off of every attack, and I have to roll separately for every Gem's magic missile. So they do 2d4 plus 2d8, and I hit with 6 of them.
Wow.
Wow.
The 94 points of damage from Jim's magic missiles rip into this thing, and it looks you right in the eye, Thanato. It's looking right in the eyes, and it says, "Make sure you don't split up my collection." And it dies.
After all that, you one-shot it.
We all were beating on it. We all were beating on it. Just I kamehameha in the second round. That's all.
Yeah.
The fate points definitely saved at least one of you from dying.
Yep.
Your fate points.
Probably me.
So
Thank you.
actually, it saved Snacks from reducing to 0 hit points. So
That is
Thank you
that
for
is
the fate points.
2
viewers.
times. That is twice
see-
now that fate points have literally saved me.
Wow.
You see the spirits kind of coalesce around me for a second, and I turn and I look at Leaf while they're all there, and I say, "It wasn't your fault the creature didn't turn. Some of them have grown to a strength that fear no longer lives in their hearts, but you've still brought peace to these ones."
Leaf nods, understanding what you're trying to do for him right now. But then he says, the failure was mine. It wasn't. He leaves it at that. Not because he's feeling down or anything, but he's literally still rubbing his head. He's just taking a breath. Leaf got jacked up in that fight.
Normally you all see when I do this spirit shroud thing, they like draw back into me, but this time he just sort of like waves his hands and you see they kind of dissipate and leave.
Grath interjects. You both did brilliant. Elvis did. Thank you again, Thanato. We should press on before something else comes this way.
No.
Something like that.
No. We must put these people to rest.
Okay.
And you see he reaches down and grabs what's left of this thing and like drags it back into the other room. And my intent is to burn this, and Leaf and I perform a proper funeral for these people.
Before you start doing that,
Mhm.
Snacks stands up and is kind of rubbing her temple, and she's like, 2 points. One, why don't you just always lead with that?
Well,
Two,
you're an actor, you know, you have to set it up. It's like a denouement, like yeah.
she just stares at you, reaches up and pops her shoulder back in socket.
Well, as long as it's good timing for you. Point 2, before we start lighting decaying bodies on fire, I mean, I can't believe I'm the one stopping you from doing this, but we are underground in a cave with no real airflow, so maybe not doing, I mean, I don't know what your personal preference on potpourri is, but this could be a very smoky poop room if you start lighting decaying corpses covered in lye.
Maybe we could do it on the way out.
I mean, technically they're already buried.
I'm only burning the one.
Oh.
We could toss it in one of the bags.
He puts the green flame blade to it and sets it on fire. Like while you're talking.
God, that's
or
Yep.
All right. It definitely it's very smoky. It's not a clean fire here, and there's not a lot of ventilation that you can tell. But you know.
Guess who doesn't have to breathe? Although
Oh,
I
that's
do
nice of you.
I do ask Leave to help me perform a proper funeral for these people.
Yeah, Leaf is going to definitely contribute to that. He's going to get up there and start whispering some prayers over each body as he is a cleric of peace, so he basically starts whispering prayers to Eldeth to bring these people peace, and that may they find eternal rest.
And I think anybody who's listening, it's probably the kindest things you ever hear Thanatos say, that he basically is saying that they died bravely and striving for glory, and to go and be at peace with your ancestors, you know, knowing your strength held. Essentially, because normally he's just like, you suck and that's why you died. But
yeah,
no, not this time.
Yeah, you suck and that's why you died.
Yeah. Maybe you should have got good. No, but it's actually like very.
Donato just becomes some jackass from like Call of Duty online.
Yep. But it is very much like be at peace. You know, you died a warrior. Be at peace. Go to your ancestors. Yeah.
Grath has resumed plugging her nose and just kind of looks at Leaf and Thanato. Are we done here yet? It's getting a little smoky and disgusting.
We probably should find a safe place to rest.
Okay.
I will remind you that the staircase to go back up to the upper chamber is just a few hundred feet away.
I'm fine with falling back to that. But before we do, I want to search the alcove. Its collection was in there. It was precious, but it still fell back over to there for something. So I'm like, what the heck was up with this place?
Yeah, the alcove.
That is very, very astute of you. So
I'll hit my ritual detect magic.
Oh, you absolutely are getting a read off of an area. You're getting a read off of several items in the back of that little alcove of the cave where he was coming from, but behind where he was originally standing. So there is there's basically a pile of treasure sort of back there. Sort of.
Snacks looks at Thanato.
Fetch? Do I fetch?
Carefully. We already know that things here aren't all as they seem.
Right.
Hey, we hit 6,500 followers.
Yay!
Awesome. Just now.
Hey.
Thank you guys.
Gnarly.
Thank you for helping us build this channel and build this show, and word of mouth works a lot, so we really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thanks for all the fate points that have been coming in and the
Thank you for taking the
donations.
time.
And once again, for every 3,000 bits, our players get a fate point. They get to use that for a reroll, and they will be needing it. They're now in the greater portion of the caverns, and it ain't easy down here. But there are some rewards, and what's interesting is I'm gonna give you, except for a few things that aren't really used in 5e, I'm gonna have some fun here, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what was written in the module for this
Cool.
this creature's treasure. That and I'll give you a little bit of background because it won't really be a spoiler for the rest of the game. So that was a Bodak.
Was it yellow?
No, it was. Yeah, it wasn't. But that was a Bodak, which has made it from the very first edition to D&D, and they're still in 5e, and they're just as nasty. They might even be nastier in 5e. You were battling the 5e version, of course, but the Bodak and the troglodytes who you killed last week, they were in cahoots with each other, but the troglodytes were on good terms with the Bodak, and but occasionally he would slay one of them, and the trogs actually sacrificed treasure to it. So this treasure hoard is not only from the Bodak but also from the troglodytes. So this is what you guys get. You get we'll start with the small stuff. 187 copper pieces.
Oh damn.
3,440 silver pieces.
Jeez.
207 electrum pieces.
Nickels.
That's all for B Dave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them in a bag and beat someone with them. Yeah.
Well, you have 2 bags of holding. So 4,196 gold pieces.
Ooh, that's cash.
That's more than one.
Not bad. 289 platinum pieces.
That's real cash.
Wow.
20 gems that are each worth 50 gold each.
Lord, this is a haul.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
A lot of adventurers met their end here. Yep.
14 pieces of jewelry. You guys pick what it is.
I remember that where it's like statuary. You're like, I'm in a cave. Why is there a statue? Okay,
Right.
great.
Yeah.
I remember the art
I found
works
the
of art.
topiary.
14 pieces of jewelry.
Yep.
Well, we'll just say it's wearable. Let's see. 1, 2.
Snacks is gonna look like Mr. T when we get out of here.
It's all chains, and I'm wearing all of them.
3 potions. And a clerical scroll and a wizard scroll.
I keep getting lucky with these things.
Wow.
1 other scroll. And a magical short sword, a magical suit of scale mail, and a magical spear, and a small figurine of an owl that is also detecting. You detect magic.
Who is it? A figurine? Does it detect as if it is a figurine of wondrous power?
How detailed does your
technically? Well, I mean, strength of it is arbitrary. That's up to you. But it does theoretically tell me the type, the school of magic. I never put you on the hook for that because I never can think of it fast enough. So, like, theoretically, I would know if it's transmutation or evocation or illusion. You know what I mean? Like, what magic rolls off of it, theoretically.
Yes, it does come across that it may be a figurine of wondrous power.
I actually
we're gonna name it Owl Var. Sound good?
Permission to leap upon the owl.
I actually like stop you for a second and I say, Snacks.
Yeah.
Don't you think an owl belongs with a child of the forest? And I pointed to Grath.
But I'm a druid.
Yes, but you're already so strong.
True.
I feel like Snacks, this would be more suited for you. I don't really have a place for this or a need. Those gold pieces though, and gems maybe, but you can have this.
I'll trade you.
For what?
I'll give you my gems and my gold.
I mean, I was just kind of joking. You just have it. We'll split everything evenly.
Short sword is interesting, and so is the spear, because I think Leaf can use those as martial arts weapons.
Yeah.
Great.
Who would like these weapons? I guess Grath will just kind of like give everyone equal amounts of all the gold and stuff, unless somebody doesn't want it.
No, I mean we could certainly divide it up. We could certainly divide it up over like camping.
Yes, just go in the bag. Yeah. Just all in the
toss
bag.
it all in there.
I do want to read those scrolls though.
Yeah. Great. The clerical scroll has 4 spells: resist fire, remove curse, raise dead.
Hold on one second here. Resist fire, remove curse, raise dead,
and heal.
Okay.
At 12th level.
Ooh.
And the wizard scroll has 6 spells on it. Although I'm reading it off of this is the I did not modify this for 5th edition, so some of these spells may
some
not
of these don't exist, right?
Yeah. So if they don't exist, you're out of luck.
It's ancient and unknown magics.
All right. Right. Fool's Gold, Magic Mouth, Dispel Magic, Distance Distortion, and Statue. I feel like 4 out of those 6 don't exist anymore, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, well, I'll see what their state approved equivalents are.
But they're at 15th level.
Ooh, that's good.
What were they? So I think I'm missing one. Fool's Gold, Magic Mouth, Dispel Magic, Distance Distortion, and Statue.
And right. The first one. Which
like left or right or right?
Like right. I'll have to look up what that spell was.
Being able to write magic was a big deal back then, so
right.
And that's 15th level.
This is like finding an old floppy disk that for like,
yeah, man.
Old operating system. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's on the other scroll? You said one other scroll.
Imping in my head. Said that you get a right. This is actually what the scroll has is 1,000 free hours of America Online.
But it's like 7.0 though. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, this isn't wondrous at all. In fact, it's quite common.
Right. There is one other scroll, which is a protection from possession scroll.
That's oddly specific.
Yeah. And,
protection from good and evil. Get that done, and that's first level.
Yeah. And then there was a ring that I forgot to mention. That's also radiating magic.
What level's the protection from possession?
It doesn't say.
All right. And a ring.
A ring, a magical short sword, a magical suit of scale mail, and a magical spear.
I would like to cast Identify as a ritual.
All right. Now, will that work on? Do you have to cast Identify on each item, or does it last for a certain amount of time? Okay.
Yeah, I think it says like you have to cast it on one item. But I'm curious about the ring first.
Okay.
So what's up with that?
It is a ring of warmth.
Oh,
That's very handy in certain situations. A lot of situations.
Yeah.
It also has a little furry inside. It's kind of fun. Kind of cute.
Snacks is not paying attention to any of the weapons or any of the gold or anything, but she's like laying on the ground, with like her little feet kicked up on her elbows like that, and she's petting the owl statue.
Grath is kind of watching her admire it and like turns to Javi. Do you know what that statue might Maybe we should find out first.
Yeah, I would like to cast Identify on the owl statue.
We're going to take a quick look at it, Snacks.
Yeah. It is a serpentine owl, and it's a statuette of an owl that can become a giant owl for up to 8 hours. And once it's been used, it can't be used again for 2 days. The owl can telepathically communicate with you at any range if you and it are on the same plane of existence.
What?
We are
Is anybody else picturing Snacks like on the back of Falcor just going,
yeah, exactly what I was thinking.
I need to look up the stats for a giant owl to see how big that is, but I think you could probably ride it.
I mean, she's very little, you know.
As I figure out what this is, y'all can see. I'm like, this is amazing, and I just relay everything.
And the way that would work, the way that works is, and with the identify spell, you would speak the command word and throw the figurine out in front of you. And then it will turn into an owl when you do that.
Do we know what the command word is?
You do. So I will let you, with the identify spell, that it tells you what the command word is. So I'll let you guys decide.
Wait. The identify spell tells you what the command word is?
I'm telling you that right now.
I mean, it might be carved on it or
Cast
something.
identify on the boat.
The boat.
The freaking boat. Y'all, I just took identify, and already it's like the best thing.
Awesome. Oh my god.
Son of a.
Yay. Okay, what's the command word?
We have plans.
You guys can make it up. I'll let you guys make up. You know, if it wants to be like Owly or whatever.
You got your own Guinevere here.
You have to shout how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop. That's the entire command phrase to get the owl.
Long
It
phrase.
takes the owl. The world may never know.
1, 2, 3.
Three.
What a jackass that owl was.
I know.
Oh,
Poor
pissed me
kid
off
just wanted
so
a
much.
Tootsie Pop.
So angry on that kid's behalf.
Okay.
I have a question about the owl. If the owl, like statue, becomes an owl and that owl gets hurt and dies, does it just go back into the statue, or does the owl die?
No, it's magical. So it's not really. So someone could kill the owl, and then it would turn back into the statue.
If
Do
I
you
recall,
take it to like
if
a
I
Poke
recall,
Center and then heal it?
If I recall back in the day, if it got killed, you couldn't bring it back again for a time. Was the penalty? So it wasn't just like infinite throwing things.
Right.
Well, I mean, it's
you
already
can only
2
use
days.
it once every 2 days anyway.
Yeah.
So that's what would happen. I would say if it got killed, then that would end its use early, because it can be used to up to 8 hours.
Okay.
This is really great.
Awesome.
This is great
all
too,
right.
because we're both night creatures.
Okay. Snacks, this owl is in your hands.
Yes.
Promise that you'll only say the activation words in a really important situation, because it's going to take a while for owl to come back from its sleep afterwards.
I am going to protect Owl.
Okay. I trust you.
I have not met yet, but I love Owl. I love Owl so much.
She puts it in the bag.
Keep it secret and keep it
Takes
safe.
it out of the bag. She kisses it. She puts it back in the bag.
Well, I mean, this is quite literally a treasure trove.
It is. I mean, what's the only thing that kind of makes you pause and makes you sad a little bit is, and I think Leaf probably feels this most of all, is that he knows that all of these items come from these bodies of other adventurers that made it down here. And even though you've now claimed them for your own, you know that at one point in time they belonged to other adventurers much like yourselves.
Not quite using it anymore.
I'm sure they would want someone to use it, probably against whoever killed them, aka that Bodak, So their spirits are at peace, and you do feel that they would want you to have these items.
Yeah.
Throw an electrum piece at the body of the boat. No, just kidding.
Snacks takes out the owl and just like, looks over her shoulder and just kind of really quickly and quietly kind of holds the owl and goes near like all of the bodies, trying like she's not really expecting anything to happen, but just,
All right, if you know any of these people, just say goodbye because we're going to leave. So just go ahead and say goodbye to anyone that you need.
I love you. Back in the bag.
Hey.
While we're still here, I would like to know what those 3 potions are.
Yeah. Grath kind of like hefts them up and, Javi, would you like these or?
Maybe. Oh, I also have a potion from last time that I didn't know what it was. I'm like, identify
That's
everything.
right. I still have that. So how many spell slots of identify do you have? Because it is the first
Well,
level
it's
spell,
I
right?
cast it as a ritual, so it's just gonna take that extra 10 minutes each time I cast it.
Okay.
So we'll be here a while if I want to identify, like I guess a couple of hours, or actually not even, like an hour and a half.
Yeah, if you'd like to do that, I will allow that.
Yeah, let's identify them once we're on the way back to the somewhere safe too.
That's a good plan. We can also rest and
I was gonna say we
Resting would be
all right. Where would you like to rest?
Resting makes me feel good.
Bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom. Yep. Staircase
away from the poop.
to heaven or hell.
Okay, so you're gonna go back up the stairs.
Yes, so we'll make our way back there, and that, I guess, main area, maybe go onto the stairs. It'll be very uncomfortable, but we'll figure something out.
Either that, or if you recall, right up at the top of the stairs was the room that you killed Chaucis in.
Yeah, with the rocks that were covering the entrance.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do that.
I think that's where we rested last time.
Yeah, we'll just go back. It's not too much backtracking, if that's okay with everybody.
I think it's only like 600 steps or something. It's a lot, but it's probably worth it because you'll feel a lot safer up there. So let's go back up to that room, which I don't need to show you that. We'll just know that you're going to get rest up there.
It has like that central wall thing, which is this underground. Does anyone remember where we left the boat?
Oh, that's like way back.
Yeah, we had to get out of it and climb up the bridge and get over there, and that's where I yelled and the thing came out and we fought Chaucis.
So the bridge, basically.
Way back.
Yeah, it would be a little far back to go right now if you.
I mean, we could if we want, though. If we're trying to recover it, we never know. We might hit another river down here. It might be worth having.
Yeah, I think we rest first and then consider which way we want to go next. Maybe to get the boat or further down.
Either way, rest first.
Rest
first.
Okay.
And I can take watch.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, and we're about halfway through the show anyway, so why don't we take a 10-minute break?
Perfect.
And we'll take that long rest, and we'll be back right after that.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Excellent.
See everyone in a few minutes.
Boom.
This is everything you need to know about our terrain in 60 seconds. We hand sculpt our pieces for maximum detail and artistry, infusing passion into every millimeter of our work. Everything is available beautifully hand painted so you can start playing right away. Or you can choose unpainted to paint everything yourself. Our pieces are completely modular so you can use the same sets to create a new adventure every time. We create everything out of Dwarvenite, our top secret PVC formula that's nearly indestructible. We pack our pieces with as many features as possible, such as swappable LEDs to quickly change the look of your scene. We offer magnetic accessories to add flavor or increase the danger. A 1-inch tactical grid is sculpted into our floors. We offer a range of environments, including dungeons, caverns, cities, castles, sewers, forests, mountains, streets, burrows, ice, and hellscape. And that's just the beginning. That's everything you need to know about Dwarven Forge in 60 seconds.
Spurt, the kobold, briefly serving as the guide to the Mighty Nine, led them down a tunnel of the Underdark, and then as the Mighty Nine were chit-chattering, kind of went off ahead on his own and entered a big giant cave that had 2 frost giants fire giants. Now Spurt is a CR 1/8 monster. Fire giants each are like a CR 9 monster. So he threw his bag of bees at one of them, and it did what you would expect a bag of bees to do. It just plopped down in this little bzzz, no effect whatsoever. And then one of the giants just smushed him. Spurt showed up for 15 minutes actually in an episode that was kind of very straight up to that point. So he was like this humorous interlude, I guess, for lack of a better term. So the fact that he was humorous, the fact that he wasn't live there for very long, so you only got to enjoy him for a brief period of time, I think that won a lot of people over. And then Chris Dupuis, one of the people who works on the creative side of Idle Champions, said, hey, this little guy, he's something. We can make something out of this. Do you mind if we take that ball and run with it? And then they made it. And then they had their little gifts that they did showing Spurt being smashed with the big hammer, and it's like, yes. Why do they fall in love with Spurt so much? Because he tries. You know, life has dealt him a cruel hand. He is a kobold who has never seen the light, and life down in the Underdark is a horror show for the most part. Yet, you know, he's managed to live 11 days and done pretty well for himself in that time, and he seems like an upright little guy. I think the fact that he's small, that he's unabashedly harmless, and that he's got all these fun little toys that can surprise and delight makes him an easy sell. There's just something kind of pathetic and likable about kobolds in general. Because they are on the absolute weakest spectrum of humanoid life. It's like you can't find a humanoid character really who's any weaker than a kobold. Weaker than a kobold would be a terrible insult.
Hello, I'm Benwin Bronzebottom, celebrity dwarf and video game enthusiast, and this is my sidekick, Crowy. Hello. Quiet, you. I'm here to tell everyone about Untitled Champions of the Forgotten Realms. It's a Dungeons & Dragons-based strategy game from Codename Entertainment.
It's a management game with an emphasis on formation strategy, where you assemble parties of legendary heroes and send them on adventures through the Forgotten Realms.
Heroes? Crowy, don't you mean champions?
Players unlock legendary champions of the Forgotten Realms, like Dritz Duerden and the Companions of the Hall, Farida and Havilar from the Brimstone Angels saga, and many more. Assemble the best adventuring party possible based on your formation options, champion abilities, and the obstacles and enemies you face.
Or just smash your mouse button repeatedly like I do and hope for the best.
Each champion has an incredible array of skills and items to let you customize your style and play even further.
Farther. Farther means more distant, further is figurative.
Well, I meant more distant, but figuratively.
That's further.
Well, customize your style even further, because Untitled Champions of the Forgotten Realms is available on all your favorite gaming platforms. Steam for PC and Mac, web, Epic Game Store, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, iOS tablets, and Android devices.
Well, let me know when it comes to the BlackBerry. I'm not giving up that phone. It's the only keyboard I can use.
I hear it's coming to the smart fridge next spring.
Boobs and butts.
And we're back. Hi, everybody. We're back. You have just
Well played. I'm stalling. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Gaxx Pack. I don't want Jason to choke to death. We're a ragtag band of adventurers, neck deep in an iconic dungeon, and kind of hate it. Yeah, it's great.
I do not think that this dungeon was designed for the players to love it. In fact, a little bit of the history about this dungeon. Originally, it was designed for conventions and competition, I believe. So there's a lot of things in here designed to not to love so much. Oh no, it wasn't. Okay, it wasn't. Luke's saying it wasn't designed for people to love. Not that it wasn't designed, because I think in here in this original manuscript it talks about how not all the outside adventures that you guys did for like 9 weeks, but the actual dungeon itself was designed to run at conventions.
Well, this also is. It also is a throwback to previous editions of the game where, you know, second edition just in general was more adversarial. Like it was more, you get in here and survive this and you're going to get some treasure. Was kind of a lot of the design conceits of many of these things.
Right.
It was the second of the editions.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, the first edition, even more so with less structure.
I mean, but yeah, first edition too. I mean, like clerics didn't get their spells till second level. A lot of people just died. A lot of characters.
Yeah, I remember when you played a wizard and you had 1d4 hit points.
Yep.
Yeah, and if you rolled a one,
I do one spell, 1 hit point, 1 spell. Good luck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but man, if you can make it to high levels in the second edition D&D as a wizard, there was nothing to stop you.
Yeah, you were just like running for your life for about 9 months of play, and then you were a god killer. And the switch
and then you were
flipped
Gandalf
immediately.
and Saruman and Sauron all rolled up into one.
Yep.
It was a test of fortitude to get to high level wizard.
Right.
Kind of like life. Like you struggle for a long time, and
Yeah,
then all of a sudden.
We played a game. We played a campaign for my big campaign. We played for 2.5 years, and when it ended, we had just hit level 15.
Yep, that's about right. Yep.
This is here's the cover, the original cover and cover art.
And then there was people like me that always played fighter mage thieves. So it was just like, yeah, just buckle up. Buckle up. Yeah. Oh, what's that chunky thing on the right shooting lightning out of it? It's like gross hair.
We may, I mean, artists were left up to interpretation.
I'm like, excuse me.
It may or may not have been in the
I have a number of follow-up questions.
Yeah, that may or may not be in the module. You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
rolled
not
the
read
disbelief.
chat right now. They don't know what they're talking about.
I rolled the disbelief.
You're lucky I don't have chat open.
I missed it. I'm gonna go back and watch the VOD. Like, what was that?
Well, we might find out.
But very well, you guys are now back at the top of the stairs. You have had your long rest. All is well. And I'm assuming that you're going to descend back down the stairs to where you were before.
Yeah. Keep trying to go counterclockwise if we were aware of such a device.
Yeah. We just go back down.
Wise.
I will take the Vanguard.
So if you take a look at room number 2 that you were in, that you just killed the Bodak in, who actually I will give you this: when you set the Bodak on fire, Thanato, it did turn yellow. So
now I need to check to see if the bottom of its shoes are red. Yeah. Okay. Right.
They were bloody, I think, at the very least.
It's true. It was, in fact, a certified freak 7 days away.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But now, if you're going in a counterclockwise motion, then you would go up into that north chamber and then turn left. And what you encounter next is rather interesting. You come into basically a 30-foot by 30-foot square room with entrances and exits in the north, south, east, and west. But what you did notice when you enter into that room, it is empty. I'm giving it to you now. That once you've entered the room, the chambers to your north, south, east, and west, you entered from the east. When you turn back to look, they all appear to be covered with some sort of fog, so that you can't see beyond what I've just shown you.
Okay.
Even the room that you just entered from, you turn back around and there is this sort of gray mist that's clouding anything beyond it.
Some of us have a real problem with oddly appearing gray mist. I'm like, wait a second, where are we going? Hold on a minute.
I'd like to actually, if I can, scratch something into the wall near the entrance we just came in, so we at least know.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Like you take out your dagger and put a little symbol there.
So to be clear, when we went through the room where we killed the Bodak, we arrived in this room that apparently has the staircase, and the staircase goes to the fog room.
No. So what I had assumed is that you came back down the stairs, went through the poop room and back to the Bodak room.
Correct.
Then went through the northern exit that turns east.
Yep.
Then you're now in this room.
16D.
No. 16D is where you look down. I just put it in your chat. It's just called fog room.
Right, but fog room is what's there. 16D is the stairs where we camped. I'm just trying to figure out if there's another pair of stairs.
16D is where you killed Chaucis and where you
gotcha.
Camped. You went back down the stairs. Yeah.
Right. Fog room.
Went through 1 and 2. Now you're in the fog room.
In which one of these cardinal directions did we enter the fog room from?
The east.
The east.
I don't like this, but I vote we head north.
When you said that, though, you start to hear music fill the chamber.
Oh, that's never
no
bad thing at all.
And all of a sudden, you hear a voice just ringing out in the chamber, echoing through. You're not sure if it's a male voice or a female voice. You're not sure if it's one voice or many. But it starts to sing these lyrics to you. Going south takes you southwest. That's where you put your faith to the test. Going north takes you southeast, and that's something you should probably not care about the least. Travel southeast and you are south. Now you're probably wondering what this is all about. Northwest brings you north. Remember that the next time that you venture forth, traveling southwest is the reverse. I'm sorry if that line was rather terse. Just remember, from northeast you go northwest, and that's probably the way that's the best. 6 doors to open, and the 7th time's a charm. 6 doors to open, and they'll probably do you harm. 6 doors, 6 doors.
Yeah, so got all that?
Actually,
Yes.
kind of, yeah.
Wrote it
Same.
down.
Let's compare notes.
Yeah.
I was scribbling down notes.
I appreciate we each wrote down different aspects of what he said.
Good, perfect. That's,
Yep.
that's comparing notes.
If
This is
you
the
like,
this.
if you like, I can give you the lyrics.
Yeah, if you just that would be great. Thanks.
wrote down notes.
This is the second time we've been told that we'd have to go through 6 times, and the 7th time was when we'd be able to pass. We were told that the rune that was carved in something before it that we'd have to pass 6 times, and we go in the 7th.
And you're also going to get the chord changes, but
Oh, yay.
True.
Oh, I'm definitely going to play this later.
You know, just as an aside, I realize We Stand the Boat song, but I think that was my favorite one so far. I'm like, hey, I'm being told about a horrible series of traps that are probably going to kill me, but I like the vibe. I like the vibe.
The vibe
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah, right.
Very
Yeah,
chill.
I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm like, this is how I die. This is acceptable.
Yeah.
I think we should go south, even though we've been going reverse. Even though we've been going counterclockwise, south is where our faith gets put to the test. So of course I vote that one.
You want to get it out of the way?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do them all. I think we're going to be stuck in a loop until the 7th time anyhow. So
Right. And we just rested. So
Mhm.
this would be the time to put our faith to the test. I agree. What do you all think?
Yeah, I missed it. Did you like look at any of those potions?
Oh yes, no, yes,
Yeah.
not yet. Let's look at them.
Seems like maybe we might need some.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So I'm
Great.
gonna whip out it's 3 from this last treasure hoard, and then the 4th one that I got yesterday.
Right. And so we'll assume that you identified all those ritually before you went to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. So what, and the weapons too, correct?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. We were talking about an hour and a half total.
Yeah, it's 10
Yeah,
minutes
I'm
per.
super
so-
curious about those weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll start with the potions. The potion from a few treasure troves ago is a potion of heroism.
Ooh.
That gives you 10 temporary hit points, and you're under the effect of a bless spell the entire time.
Nice.
Lasts for an hour.
Nice.
Last
little-
an hour.
Nice little buff.
That's lovely. All right. That was the one with like the earth, fire, wind, like the Captain Planet. stuff.
Or the Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Or
Yeah, Captain Planet came out. Also,
hopefully not Planetina.
I will.
that was a great episode.
It was. I will also give you this one thing because we talked about it a long time ago. If you remember, you found a magical rope that you had put in the bag.
I did.
Yeah, and I'm going to remind you about that and assume that you also identified that.
Cool.
That is a rope of entanglement.
Ooh.
So
Sounds spicy.
I was about to say, if you're into that, lots of options.
Right, you know. It's and the rope is colored 50 shades of gray. But it's called the Rope of Entanglement, and you can look that up on D&D Beyond to see what that does.
Dope.
And don't forget about the horn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The horn, the silver horn, is a horn of Valhalla.
Ooh.
No joke. Are you serious?
BRB
That is the item of the hall, y'all.
Oh ho ho.
That
it's
is
the silver one.
No
It is the silver one. So it is the most modest one, but it's definitely a help.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my gosh, my boy's gonna come
Yeah.
out. My boys.
That's very fun.
It only works once. It only works once every 7 days, but
nice.
good in a pinch.
I'm very glad that you told me what this was going to do, because I was planning on using that at the most inopportune, nonsensical time. Imagine, like, you know, it's like, yay, we did it, we killed everyone, this is great, and I'm like, victory, doo-doo. And there's like all these berserkers, like, why are we here?
Amazing.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I will say, for the most part, in second edition, there were no comedically appropriate magical effects. Like, it's all something very, very good or very, very bad. There's kind of no section for the lulls.
I'm not with that attitude.
Very true.
Yeah.
It's either this is the best sword ever, or you're cursed with this sword forever, and you will wander the wasteland.
Yeah. Plus
Speaking
3 Vorpal
of-
Blade, or you just lose your hand. Yep.
Speaking of, is Javi also going to look at Thanato's new favorite sword?
Well, he already cast. I think we discussed that he cast Remove Curse on it already.
Well, we discussed that I could, and that I would leave it to the DM's discretion whether or not I did. I mean, I would like out of the curse. Yes, I would have done that before we went to sleep if I'm allowed. If not, I leave that up to you.
It is a sword +1, but it is cursed.
Yeah, if I can get out of the curse, I definitely got out of the curse and left it where you guys couldn't touch it.
Okay, yeah.
I wait till Snacks goes to sleep and I hide it, you know, under an especially voluminous pile of poop. Yeah.
The one place I would look.
And then the bag with the gray bag, if you recall.
Oh yeah,
I think we already figured out. You already figure out what that was?
it's a bag of holding, right?
No. You had a bag of holding, but you also had a gray bag with some little fuzzy objects inside.
Whoa.
No, I don't remember that, because I'm pretty sure I know what that is. Yep.
I would have remembered that.
That was from like
Triple bag
5 weeks ago or something. But you haven't been anywhere to identify, and now that Javi's got to identify, this really helps
unearth
a
everything.
lot. Yeah. So that is a gray bag of tricks.
I thought that was a bag of tricks. I know you never. Here's the thing. Here's how I know you didn't say that, because I would have known a bag of tricks and would have promptly given it to Snacks. So I don't think it was ever said out loud.
I recall Snacks talking about like something fuzzy in the.
It's also possible there was an episode I wasn't here for, because I know what I
weeks ago. So
Oh, that's right. It might have been when Thanato was not himself.
The important thing is that I currently apparently have a bag of tricks.
Hey.
Yep.
Oh my god. It's a gray one?
It's a gray one.
I'm just going to be throwing out animals. I am a druid.
You've done it.
Fun summony things. And then the potions and weapons.
Back to the potions and weapons from this hall. You have a potion of, where are you? potion of diminution.
Oh.
Potion of diminishing.
Diminution.
It's a potion that makes you really small.
Yeah, diminishing.
Yeah. Potion of poison.
One pill makes you smaller.
Poison. You don't want to drink
Yeah.
that.
Right.
A potion of polymorph self.
Ooh.
So those were those 3 potions.
Nice. Cool.
Then with the weapons, it's a short sword +1,
Mm-hmm.
a suit of scale mail +2, and a spear +2.
Oh, very nice.
Cool. And was the spear magical?
Yeah, it's +2.
Yeah, +2. Spear
okay,
+2.
that's the okay. There
So
was
that's +2 to hit and +2 to for damage.
Now, I believe. Oh, you know what? Let me double check that.
What's
Welcome,
the
Raiders. Garowar just rated us with 100.
Hello.
Hey, Garowar.
What's the name of the owl statue?
It's called a serpentine owl. So it's a wondrous figurine of wondrous power. And then if you look that up, it's specifically the serpentine owl.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Wait.
Oh,
Going through our fat
I'm
loots, y'all.
99% sure the spear is a monk weapon.
Yeah, I think I think monks can use
Yeah.
spears.
Spears and javelins.
So do you mind if I snatch that spear then?
Yeah.
Literally.
Hey,
I can. Do you want me to throw it at you so you can literally snatch the spear? I'm willing to do that for you, friend.
That's what monks do.
Spear plus
Ooh.
2.
Who wants that scale mail?
I think the scale mail and the short sword are calling your name.
Mine?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
None
wow.
of the rest of us can use it.
Too many swords. I guess I'll. She just puts the short sword like next to the long sword on her, like a belt, and Grath, changes into the scale mail then. +2.
Nice.
Not bad.
Well, I guess I'll take
There's,
this.
there's plenty of things that can only be harmed by magic weapons, so got to spread those around.
Yep. Yeah,
That improves your armor class, does it not?
it does. Let me add that real quick. Really quick.
All right.
Snacks holds up the Horn of Valhalla, the gray bag of tricks, and the serpentine owl. And she's like,
I feel like I have a lot. Does anybody else want to?
Takes the owl, puts it in the bag. Does anyone want to hold one of these?
I'm willing to share, but I'm not going to push it.
Wait, what do you have?
The Horn of Valhalla and the gray bag of tricks.
I feel like you can manage those.
I can manage.
And there's plenty of other stuff here for us to divide up.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't want to be greedy.
Grath puts on the scale armor and notices it's like heavier than with the last one. And when she moves around, it makes way too much noise. I equipped it and now I have disadvantage to stealth, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's loud.
So
That's how great D&D Beyond is. It'll call you out,
puts it back in the bag of holding.
Is the Nato just walks by like
Yeah.
Right. Like the Tin Man himself.
Yeah.
Oil.
Oh my god.
Yep.
If anybody else wants this medium armor. I was wearing plate mail before, right? Yeah.
You were not.
You were definitely not wearing
No,
plate mail
you
before.
were not.
Wait, what is it called again? Oh god, yeah, plate mail is like some heavy stuff.
You probably
Chain, it
were.
was chain.
Yep.
What were you wearing? Oh, Elven
It was
chain?
chain.
Just chain. Okay.
Javi has all of the potions in hand and says, does anyone want any of these in particular? Because if not, I'm happy to be our potion holder.
Of course, yes.
I've already forgotten what all of them are.
Well, one is poison. So I'm actually going to, if I can like grab a dark rock and just put like a big
a big X on it.
Yeah, like the skull and crossbones on it. So
Or, you could use it in like a game of wits with some sort of
iocane powder. Got to start building up a resistance.
Oh
That's all
dear.
right. We'll find somebody to poison somewhere along the way.
Well, I'm sure. I just don't want to take it by mistake. So I'm gonna mark it. And yeah, depending on what we go up against next, I might take that potion of heroism. But yeah, if anyone wants to use a potion, let me know. I'm happy to share the wealth.
All right. Well, now
renew my previous statement that I think we should head southwest. South, which will take us southwest.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Southwest.
As you head south out of that chamber, after maybe 30 feet, the hallway veers sharply to the right, and now you have a choice. You can either go south or continue to the right into Snacks. You can see that it's a rather large chamber to the west. So if you're taking a right, it's going to send you west, and you see a uneven floored cavern that is the floor rises and drops in a manner that looks like it's kind of impossible to move. It looks very uneven. The floors look unfinished, and there's pits and little things that jut up and things like that. And the stone, even from where you are, even with your dark vision, you can see that the stones are slippery and moist and wet, and there's a large number of stalactites on the ceiling. Is very curved, and so that's what you see in front of you. And then to your left, the chamber goes. It's actually the hallway just goes down about 30 feet before it splits to the right or to the left.
The song said go southwest, so whatever is southwest.
Okay.
Going south takes you southwest. That's where you put your faith to the test. Does anyone have a compass?
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
I mean,
check. Cartographer's tools. I'm sure one of those is a compass, right?
Yeah, I mean, what if you'd like to, we can say that you follow the you follow the hallway down to in a southwesterly direction until you see something that catches your eye. Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah, guess so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you follow it around. It there's so many different choices of chamber. There's little alcoves that go off to the right and to the left, but you make your way to a very interesting area. And you actually, I'm going to show you this chamber here. Hold on a second. Yeah. That's it, actually. Here we go. It's coming at you. Just 1 second. And Casey, this is going to be 19A that they see. So the corridor winds across to here. And you also see another picture I'm about to give you.
So many things open.
Pair of riveted doors that are really cool.
Yeah, remember we can't get through the doors. I think this might be that. Well, somewhere along the way, there's gonna be doors we can't get through until we try.
6 doors.
Yeah.
7 times a charm.
Ooh, these doors
So
are
you see a
ornate.
pair of riveted iron valves, and each door is 9 feet wide and 21 feet tall. From the look of the hinges set into the stone, each of these great doors must be at least 1 foot thick. On each valve are many leering demon visages in bronze. Weird symbols form a crabbed tracery around the border of each iron portal. In the center of each is a plaque with the following runes. Igwilv's treasure rests within, her curse on any who disturb it. Seek no further to steal it, nor to free she who is imprisoned here. For a fate worse than death is sure to come to those fools who violate this circumscribed place.
Did it say like trapped? Like I thought she was dead. Is she in there?
Interesting.
As far as you know, Igwilv is dead.
But she is imprisoned here.
Maybe they're keeping her soul here.
I'm sure there's all manner of terrors on the other side of that door.
There's 6 of these, right? This is only one.
The tongues of the creatures that you see do look like handles.
Cool. I'd like to examine like these doors and see if I can inscribe or translate anything that's written on them.
Yeah, I'd like to do the same.
Please give me investigation checks.
I'm gonna get guidance to both of them so they get extra D4.
Thanks.
I'm looking around too.
I got a 2. 2
I
plus
got a
4.
16, and then I'm gonna roll that D4.
About to say I can't guide you out of a 2, but
I
2
got
plus 4 plus
19 total.
Nice.
Thank you for the guidance.
I got 7.
Okay.
And I can also do comprehend languages if needed, but go ahead.
Well,
although I want to save my
the only language that you actually see are what's written on these plaques that are the tongues of the creatures. And but you're fairly certain that these doors are not locked. So the doors are very heavy, but you feel like maybe if enough people tugged on them that it might open.
I just look at Snacks and I say, be careful, but I think you might be able to just muscle this one.
But before you muscle it though, let's find out what's on these tongues.
Yeah, is there any other type of, even like through the other carvings, is there any other story here?
Yeah.
No other story that you can see, just lots of carvings, designs, pictures of demons.
Scary things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how the one at the top looks like he's smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
Touch.
Yeah. I'm going to turn to the party dramatically and say, well, I think if we go through these doors, which are unlocked, by the way, there will be terrors on the other side.
Oh,
that's what I'm getting.
I think we're literally weeks past terror.
It's true.
Snack starts stretching out, and she looks over her shoulder at the hallway behind her, and she's like,
I thought we had to like go through hallways 6 times, creature things. All right, we're just going through the doors.
I'm sure it's not going to work.
We've got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So
Let's
I should
start
try
from
this. Like I'm holding on to the handles.
I should do this. Just double checking.
Yes, I think we're all ready.
Grathon shoulders her bow. Let's go.
Wait a second. Just because it's unlocked doesn't mean it isn't trapped.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
Making
to
doors.
make
Doors
make
the
the
thing.
old sleight of hand. Ooh, I got a natural 20 though for my sleight of hand.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
You do not feel that there are any traps on this door.
At least no mundane devices I can detect. Fine.
And I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Grath wants to detect a portal as well, actually.
You don't detect any portals.
And cast mage armor.
But thank you. But you definitely what is the range of detect magic?
The range is 30-foot sphere, and it lasts for 10 minutes.
You feel that 30 feet beyond those doors, there could be something magical.
Okay. Can I also detect poison and disease? It's another new one I just got.
Go for it.
It has the same range. It's so I'll just cast it as a ritual.
I start glowing.
You don't detect any poison or disease other than the poison potion that is on your belt.
Great. Okay. Well, all right. Are we all ready?
Like she's still just like holding it.
Suppose so.
Now I go.
So
Now I do. All right, we're doing it.
And she like really digs her little talons in and starts pulling back like
housekeeping.
You feel like you're not going to be able to pull this by yourself.
Just don't move and slowly look at Leaf.
Yeah, I don't. Leaf just kind of glances over at you.
Like Snacks has her tail like wrapped around a handle and is literally running the other way. Like
Yeah, I mean, you feel Snacks. You feel like, it's giving you some play. It's giving some give, but it's just so heavy that you need some people to help you.
all right.
Not gonna be
Grath
able
is
to
going to
do it.
step up the little steps to these doors and grab like next to her where her tail's grabbing and like also just try it with all her might, pulling this thing open.
I actually get ready with my shield and my sword, like just in case something horrible explodes out of this, like while they're pulling.
Wait. I have an idea. Why don't we tie a rope to this tongue thing and then all of us can hold on to the rope and open the door. And we can kind of be a little bit away from the door when it opens.
Sounds like a great plan.
Okay. All right, Snacks. Unravel your tail and let me and Grath just starts tying the rope on the handle.
her like tail lets go and she just like doof, like falls.
Valiant effort, Snacks. Valiant effort. And then she finishes tying this knot and gives the rope to everybody.
Strength is my dump stat. I'm of no help here. I'm still gonna be ready to throw hands.
I'm also not very strong, but I'll try.
So the four of you are pulling on the rope and Thanato's waiting.
Sure.
Okay, well, with a creak and a scratch, you manage to pull one of the doors open. And as you do, the mouth on the door that you didn't open goes, ha 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 ha.
Aw.
Hello, sir? Hello, ma'am?
The laughter echoes through the chamber, but the door is now open.
What do we see inside?
Why did it laugh at us?
You see a beautiful corridor, walls of red marble, and a thick black carpet that runs from the entry about 40 feet down to an ebony door. It's an arched ceiling of black marble, shot through with bands of scarlet. The walls and floor are polished and dust free, which is like nothing else in this everything else in this dungeon, as I've said before, is stinky. It's wet. It's gross. It's a cavern. Now you're in this perfect, pristine hallway, from the entrance where you are, where you just opened the door, you can see a gleam of silver hinges, studs, and a ring set in that far ebony door. A dim red glow comes from the ceiling, and eerie light pervades the entire passageway.
So this is the one room that didn't need housekeeping.
Okay.
I'd like to. Can I tell? Actually, yeah. What is about 30 feet from where I was standing when I hit detect magic?
The
Is
door,
it like halfway down the hall? Oh, it's the next door.
yeah, the door, which is technically 40 feet, but you
Okay.
felt it very, very, very dimly.
Interesting. So we should check that door for traps.
Good idea too. I'm gonna try to primeval awareness. I mean, it's an action. I don't know if I have to be in battle for this, but my specialty is like figuring out what kind of aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiend, and undead are present within a mile of you. I'm not in my favorite terrain, so it's just a mile instead of 6 miles. But I noticed like this might be where like demons and fiends and stuff exist. So
Tell me, wait. So you have
like
this
a
ability for up to 6 miles, and you've never told me about this before?
No,
in your
just
favorite
one.
terrain, it is
in
up
my
to 6
favorite
miles in your favorite
terrain.
terrain. Yep.
But we're not in the desert or the forest.
However, it doesn't tell you where they are. It just tells you if they're around. So you'll know if there's a dragon within a mile. Is there a fiend within a mile? Is there, multiple fiends within a mile? Which could be this room or it could be a mile.
What about did you say undead also?
And undead.
Yep.
Yeah.
She saves this for rare occasions when she's really feeling kind of nervous.
You absolutely feel that there
Hang on,
are undead within a mile.
It's aberration, celestials, dragons, elemental, fays, fiends, and undead.
Fiends as well. I have a feeling.
Oh, it doesn't reveal their number. I knew it wasn't their location, also not their number. So it might be one dragon or a 70, but it's like there's something.
Like if there's something or not.
Okay.
She'd like to flex that.
I'm going to look something up really quick because I need to see something.
Okay. There's no portals nearby, but let's see if there's any sort of something worse.
One can hope.
I think I'm something worse.
Snacks can sense Uncrustables for up to a mile. Are there any Uncrustables nearby?
There are not.
I ate it. That's why.
You feel without the shadow of a doubt that there are undead within a mile of you.
That's to be expected. Oh
God. That checks out.
Everything else, not so sure.
Okay.
You're not picking
I
up.
tell this to everybody. There's definitely more undead lying beyond.
Or behind.
Could be anywhere.
Oh God.
You don't know. Just somewhere within a mile.
It's nearby. Whatever it is.
That is a foreboding skill.
I don't like using it because it gives me anxiety, but I felt like we needed this.
I will say this, there's also halfway down the hallway, you can't see what it is, but there is a painting on the wall. But you can't see it from here. The angle wouldn't be right. Your eagle eye wouldn't really make it out because you'd be at too far of an angle.
Are we going in? Have we stepped in? Are we doing this?
I think we're
doing this. I think we're in. We stepped through.
Well, right now you just opened the door. You have not stepped through yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm still a little nervous about like booby traps. But,
well,
yeah. You said there was a dim red light coming from the ceiling.
From the ceiling.
What is the light source? Can we tell what is it?
It's magical of some sort.
Okay. Do we have any reason to be worried about stepping into this light? And I point up at it.
Oh, I'm certain it is not here for our advantage.
Or our health.
Yes.
Snacks takes out a javelin and from outside the door pokes it inside the door and just kind of like pat, 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 like on the ground.
Thanato walks in.
Yeah, okay.
I have my spear. I'm going to follow right behind Thanato.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Javelin and pat, 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 and then starts patting it up. Thanato.
Wait, excuse. I mean, I'm most definitely dangerous. Yes.
Well, then we know that it worked.
Yeah.
A hacker giggles from your back.
Let me take a look at the painting before the rest of you do. It might be enchanted.
Okay, so about halfway down the hall is the painting. So it's about 20 feet down the hall.
Yeah, I slowly walk forward and take a look at it.
Snacks is going to follow close behind him, though.
Yeah.
Painting.
Avert your eyes, my friend.
Shows
I'm cultured.
a lovely black-haired lady.
Oh,
at
sorry.
the tiller of a small boat, smiling under a stormy night sky. And you recognize the boat immediately. But this time, the boat in the painting has a name on the prow.
What's the name?
Shrimpkin.
That was going to be my next guess.
Without looking, I'm like, apparently the boat's named Shrimpkin. Does this woman look anything like the person that was in stasis under the water? Although that person was blue, right?
Yeah, they were like
Right.
blue.
Yeah.
No. Looks like a human woman.
Is the smile friendly or evil?
It's friendly.
Shrimpkin, huh? Okay.
Shrimpkin.
Javi will have cautiously crept into the hallway now behind all of you.
So far, you guys are fine.
All right. I'm going to. I'd like to just examine the room for any sort of like trace of footprints or creatures like hairs, anything on the. Is it a carpet or is it a marble?
It's a carpet. It's a nice black carpet.
Carpet's gonna keep everything.
Yeah, this is pristine. Someone must have come through with a carpet cleaner just like moments before you got here. It even smells good. It smells like the remnants of flowers.
And I turn and I just look at them and I say, for all of the horrors that we've endured in these mountains and in these accursed caves, the fact that this is all so nice is actually far more unsettling.
Agreed.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's been like water in every room. Like, how do they keep this carpet not mildewy? It's carpet. This is like carpet in a bathroom. Ugh.
Thanato, also, you notice now that you're halfway down the hall. You don't even have to cast your ritual detect magic. You feel a tingling in the air, perceptible as magic to you. The farther you go down the hall.
Important point of clarification. I didn't roll my portents. Oh, there are 5 and a 19. Good.
Those are good.
Good. If I had rolled it sooner, I would have had that 20 on deck, but I'll take this. 5 and a 19. I'll take it. There's magic, it's tangible. And again, we've been warned twice that we would have to pass through 6 of these things, and it would feel like we were going in circles. But then I start walking further on. I'm like, one way, we got to go through it.
And we're moving on.
Apparently, we got to go through it 6 times. So, yeah.
Okay.
Shall we press on?
Yes. Yes.
Very slowly and carefully, though.
Javi is like clutching her book to her face, like just very freaked out.
Let's do single file. Try to step in each other's footsteps. Try not to step on too many everywhere. And I'll just go to the next door. A direct line to it.
Okay. So, what happens is as you get closer to it, all of you are feeling this tingling. In fact, like Grath, you think to yourself, wow, this must be what it's like to detect magic. You've never detected magic before, but you feel like you have that power right now because it's so strong coming from the door. Once again, remember it's an ivory door.
Oh, I thought it was ebony.
Ebony.
I mean,
Sorry,
they live together in harmony.
yeah, they live together in perfect harmony. Ebony and ivory, side by side, my shadow. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Just I say out loud, Shrimpkin, on the off chance there's a verbal component for something.
You think you hear thousands of yards away the sound of a boat shrinking, but you're not sure.
Should still be there when we get back. That's good.
Yeah.
Tiny little
toy
boat.
Okay.
So yes, the ebony door has a silver ring, silver hinges and studs, and you're now just feet from it. You're at the door, and with every step you take, you feel more and more magic enveloping you.
This door ain't right.
Nothing
I turned to
down here
everybody.
is right.
What are we gonna? What if this is a monster or something, or it shoots
We'll
magic
kill
at
it.
us? But it's a door. Where's its head? Like, how do we take it down?
Snacks, look at the size of that axe. She can take down a door if we have to.
All right. I unshoulder my bow.
Sorry, my paresthesia is going nuts. I'm all tingly, which is the name for what happens when your skin tingles. But I felt like Jason was going to sing and then I interrupted. That is a very bad Snacks fact. I am so sorry.
No, I wasn't really going to sing. I was just trying to remember the riff to every breath you take. So every step you take. So it's like, I can't remember it. But
That was exactly it. That's exactly
every breath you take.
That was exactly 7,000% better than I could do, though. So
yeah.
It was close.
Still a win.
I guess I'll take out an arrow and just kind of notch it into my bow, just at the ready.
Okay.
And approach the door.
All right.
A magic door.
Now it would be derivative, like it would.
I'll just tap the door with the arrow head.
You tap the door with an arrow. You realize that the door opens inward. You're going to have to pull that ring.
Oh. I'm going to tie the rope to it so we can pull it open from a distance again.
I like our door opening methods.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. So I use the arrowhead to loop it through without touching it.
Okay.
And just do a quick square knot, hope that it holds.
I feel like we're being so cautious at any moment. Javi's going to pull out a thing of hand sanitizer and be like,
yeah, because I'm just
Got some?
it's some gross
No,
demons
thanks.
have used this.
I'm good.
Okay, you can.
Just prestidigitation. Yep.
And this is
hand
just
it
one
to
of
everybody.
your ropes, right? Just a regular.
Yeah, one of them. I
You're not
guess.
using the magic rope or anything, right?
No, not the magic one. We have so many ropes. We tie them all together. I untied one so that we could just
I
use
know.
it for this.
You guys are very well prepared with your ropes.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
We're ropey.
If only you had a 10-foot pole, you'd be all set.
Well,
If only.
Yeah.
If only.
So I hand the rope to all the members, and all right, on the count
Again,
of three.
I don't help. I'm ready for what comes out of it.
All right.
I just immediately just
stand at the ready, Thanato. Okay, then I guess I'll pull like as well. With
All right. So you pull with all of your might, and what you realize is that this door needs no effort whatsoever to open. Everything must be well lubricated, because as soon as you pull it, the door comes open immediately, and this is what happens in the exact same instant. So as soon as the door is open, the large iron door that you opened at the end of the hall, that slams shut. You now see a bright light of golden radiance that flashes through the entire hallway, and you now find yourselves no longer holding the rope, and you're back in you're back in that chamber that you were before.
Okay.
Before foggy.
There it
So
is.
the southwest, the
One
northwest,
down.
the west.
There it is.
Ah.
Okay.
Lost woods.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Okay.
We're alive, right?
I was
Brad
really
pinching
nervous.
herself.
Don't jinx it.
1 down, 6 more times to go.
And what I will
7
say
times a
this is that, as far as you can tell, Javi, that symbol that you scribed in the wall is there. So you're back in that same room.
Okay. I'm going to now mark the one we just came from, the south, with a 2. So we know that was the second one we have explored.
Oh wait, what do you mean?
The same way that I marked like where we came from.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking a rock and scratching it into the
Oh,
wall.
I see. Oh, like the going down the south area.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
we know we tried south, we tried east. We came from east.
Okay. Got it.
But were there I say this to the group, were there multiple ways to go in the south? Like I feel like that branched off to 2 different directions too, right?
Well,
so if you go back to, and I'll explain to you too. If you go back to that last hallway that I showed you, I think it was like 19A or something. There's a hallway that goes to the south, and then a hallway that also goes up to the north, cavernous hallways. So there's more ways to go. That was just the first hallway that you found with those doors so far.
Well, it did say that going southwest is the reverse, that southwest would put our faith to the test, but also that southwest was the reverse. And then if you go northeast, you go northwest, and that's probably the way that's the best. So I think we should go northeast next.
Okay.
Yeah, west is the best. It'll take us west. Okay. Let's do it then. How about the northeast?
Northeast.
Northeast.
Snacks is just going to look at everyone and wait until someone tells her what northeast is.
It's
that one there. That one there. In fact, I just give her uppies.
So in the square room that you're in with the fog covered entrances, you're not going to go north?
The northeast.
Well, you
Whatever.
can't really go northeast from the room that you're in. You can either go north, south, east, or west.
North, then north and northwest. North, and then northeast if that option presents itself.
Wait a minute.
Northwest.
In order to go north, we got to go. Wait. In order to go northeast, we have to go. I don't know.
Next, just like leans
Northeast.
down.
Go to the north.
Do you just want to like book it? They'll chase us. Do you just want to go?
If we go to the north, it'll take us southeast.
That isn't what the song says.
No, I thought it did. Oh no. Okay, let's do it then.
Okay, as you push your way through the fog, going north, you now see a fork in the cavernous road. You can either go to the left, which would be west, or you can go to the right, which would be east.
The right.
No, left.
Northeast is what the song says.
I know, but it said west is the best after the northeast part. Wait, you're right. We should go north and then east. And that means will it make us go northeast or straight east?
It will make you pretty. It will actually. It will. It does seem the chamber does seem to jaunt a bit to the northeast before it makes a cavernous turn.
Yeah, and go that way. You are right that we ultimately go northwest, but we got to go northeast first.
Okay.
From the northeast, you go northwest, and that's probably the way that's the best.
I thought it was northeast goes to the west, and then the west is the best.
Nope.
Well, let's go that way then.
Okay.
To the northeast.
Here is the chamber that you see.
Oh.
Get this for you. So this is number 3, KC. So coming out of that square room, you went to the north, and then you went a little jaunt to the northeast. So this place is well over 200 feet long, and it varies from about 20 feet to 40 feet in width, with a ceiling height varying from 25 to 50 feet. There are many shelves and ledges along the walls, while the roof is icicled with many stalactites and a scattering of stalagmites beneath. As in most of these caverns, you note that there are numbers of fungi growing here, with many little cave creatures, bugs and things feeding on them as well as each other. Careful examination detects that there's many bones about, helping feed the foul growth of the fungi.
All right. Okay.
So that's what you see when you walk into the edge of that room.
And to the left, there is that pathway to the.
To the left, there's another chamber.
Which that would be northwest, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, go that way.
Okay. I know, and I Grath looks at Snacks. I know there's a lot of bones in there, but we have to go this way.
For once, I'm not tempted. This is all too weird.
Oh.
Okay.
Then we'll go.
Now, so going, here is another chamber that you're in, number 4. A large gallery with many ledges and shelves stretches some 110 feet east and west, and about 30 feet north and south. The arched ceiling is about 30 feet high at either end, with a middle area dome about double that height. So it starts to gradually get bigger. There's numbers of colorful rock formations here, including both stalactites and stalagmites. Many forms of fungus growing here, complete with mineral deposits. The eye's attention for the most phantasmagoric series of shapes. Here, a spirited deposit could be in a freak castle. There's a pocketed toadstool looking like some hunched monster. This is so common. There are many insects here, and rats and bats, and metal glints on the floor. It's almost like you're looking at cloud formations that have formed over time from stalactites and stalagmites.
Okay. Tread carefully as usual.
Could you all make perception checks for me, please?
That's good.
That is going to be a 26.
19.
11.
Exceeding.
Actually, it's going to, 26.
Every skill check Leaf makes, I swear to God, I rolled I have a +7 in my perception, so my total is 11.
Yeah, me too. Yo también.
You'll be ready when the times to start swinging, though. It's fine.
Yeah.
You definitely feel like there's movement of not just insects or little mice or bats. There's something bigger that's moving along the walls.
I just hold up the one hand, and then I'm like, just sort of motion towards the walls and look up and around.
I look around too, with my eagle eyes. Do we see anything?
I'm guessing
You don't see anything. But you hear you just hear something moving towards you.
Oh,
There didn't happen to be any source of fire or anything, is there?
There's no source of fire in this room, no.
Oh, so is there any?
I use thaumaturgy to summon the sound of a rumble of thunder near the wall. It doesn't hurt them, but it just sounds like thunder.
By doing that, you hear a screech.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a screech, and five creatures jump out and attack. They are
okay.
They have
Watch out.
look like they're made out of stone, and they have wings, and they look as if they came right out of the walls themselves.
I still would rather have these on my attacks, but that's another natural 20 on the on initiative. I stole Vivka's luck along with the souls of the goblins. So it's a 22 for me for initiative.
All right. Oh, for me.
Why do I keep rolling 5?
Definitely going. You rolled lower than me. I got
No, I rolled an 8 total, but I keep getting 5s. Grr.
I've been rolling crap for the monsters, so don't worry.
Good.
That's a 13 for Leaf.
Okay.
20.
8 total.
20. I got 7.
Okay. I think we're ready to go here. Thanatos. So there are 5 of these creatures. I just put a picture of them down there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and call out my goblin squad. Whoops, ignore that, what I just rolled. So I'm gonna cast my 5th level spirit shroud. And this time the goblins look like avenging angels. like they look incredible when they come out wearing like golden armor, leaping to my defense.
Nice.
And I'm gonna green flame blade one of these bad boys. Oh, it's a 15.
Yep, a 15 gets it.
Excellent. And let me do it like this. All right. They are, what is this? All right. Swinging with ye old laser sword. So, as one does.
As one does in D&D.
Yeah, as one does.
When you traveled the Gamma world for a little while.
Yep. And then incoming with 2 flavors of fire, no less.
Ooh.
Got some radiant in there. I rolled poorly though. I rolled very poorly. That's going to be 18 points of damage.
That's not so poor. Great.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Snacks, what you got?
She just starts taking a couple steps towards the nearest one, slowly pulling Hacker out, and she just kind of like drops her shoulders and like goes up to ceiling like, oh my god, I so need a massage after this. We've been in this place for 6 freaking months, and goes into a rage as she goes to attack.
Okay.
And that is a 24 to hit. Fair. The first one is 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And the next one, ooh, thank goodness for Petactics. 15?
That will hit.
Excellent. Oh, good. And that is 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Is it still up?
It's definitely still up.
All right, well then she's gonna go ahead and just like, as she's still just being like, I mean, I swear we have done nothing but like go through poop rooms and resting, and she just slams it with her shield, trying to knock it over.
Great. It's a strength, right?
Athletics versus athletics is what
Athletics.
we've been doing.
Yep.
17.
It fails. You knock it over.
It's like absolutely things like seriously, I am the grossest creature here, and even I just want something nice. I want a scented candle.
All right. The leaf, there are 2 now what appear to be injured ones. One is prone, and then there are 3 uninjured ones.
I'm gonna leap up there and finish off the one that's prone. So I'll
Okay.
go, so he's gonna move into range and just do my first attack on that with my spear. That's a 22 to hit.
Nice. Nice new spear.
All right, so that's gonna be nice new spear. 7 points of damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And then I completely forgot that was actually supposed to be advantage because he was prone.
Yeah, but you hit him anyway.
Yeah,
You might
my
get a
second
20.
roll was a nat
All
20.
right, go for it. Roll for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? You might get a crit. You're right.
Okay. So I'll just roll an additional die then and just add that.
Always take them advantage rolls.
Sorry, it did it twice. There we go. That's the one I need. So an additional 8 points of damage then to the one that's prone.
Okay.
Is it still alive?
It's still alive, but it's looking like you beat the crap out of this stone creature.
And I am continuing to berate it.
Some things have been chipped off of it, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You got any
And
key
then
to burn?
If it's still alive, then I'm going to then my second attack. I'll just roll my second attack on this guy now. And it's still at advantage, right?
It's still prone.
Your
so it
attack
should
will be at advantage. It's still prone. Yeah. It has
Okay,
not had a
cool.
chance to stand
All
up
right,
yet.
I'm going to be smart this time. Roll it both. So 24 to hit that time.
That hits.
All right. So then he's going to take an additional 8 points of damage. Is it still alive?
You have now shattered it into rubble.
Excellent. In that case, I'm going to move on to the next one.
Okay. I would say that where you're positioned, you could choose. You could either move to the one that Thanato has injured or one of the uninjured ones.
I think I'm going to start moving to the uninjured one
Okay.
and see what good I can do there. But yeah, I'll move up to that guy and this is going to be I already used. Well, no, my move action. I can get to him in my move action, right?
Mm-hmm.
In which case, I'll just use my key. I'll spend a point of key and unleash a flurry of blows. Okay, so then my first attack on him was going to be a 16, but now it's a natural. That's going to be 16 total.
Yeah, that'll hit 16.
Okay.
I mean, we determined that 15 hit. So
Okay, so then I hit on both of the flurry of blows then. So then on
Right.
the first hit, this is 7 points of damage. And I'm guessing since it's stone, this is being halved.
I mean, it's magic, so it may not.
No, this is my fists. These are my fists.
Yeah.
Oh, then yes. It would be half.
Okay. Nuts. Nothing I can do about that because when I leveled up, I took a level in cleric this time. I didn't take a level in monk. So okay, so 7 halved, and then the other one is going to be 7 halved again.
Okay.
So Leaf just gets up there and starts
7.
slamming his
So
knuckles
7.
into the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be my turn. Oh, actually, I think I'm going to spend another point. Might as well because I don't want to get smacked up again. I'm going to spend another point of key to initiate dodge, so I can be dodgy.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
When do your fists turn magic?
It might be actually the level after next.
Okay.
Is when it's supposed to normally happen.
Well, Grath, it's your turn. There is 2 injured ones.
Okay.
And 2 uninjured ones.
So for the 2 injured ones, the one that is closest to us. By the way, my longbow, it's +1. It's magical. I can't believe it took me this long. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the one closest to us, and Grath will roll to hit. Should have just done it with this one. That one's taking forever. Wow. 28 to hit.
Just made
Miss.
Yeah.
Barely made it. So let's see. 12 plus 3. So the first arrow will 15 damage on the first arrow in this creature, and it's a magical bow, so I don't know if it's halved. Like it should.
I'll take care of it. It's fine.
Okay. All right, and then I'm going to. I should have did the sharpshooter. All right, for this next one, I'm going to use the sharpshooter.
Okay. That would be, wait,
So
how much damage did that do on the first one?
It did 15.
15. Okay, great. And then so you're going to use sharpshooter on the same target.
Yeah, or the next one. So the next one, I'm going to deal some damage. So let's see. 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. So you're shooting a different one. You're not shooting the same.
Yeah, so I
Boom,
go
boom.
to the next one, and I don't think I can move Hunter's Mark, so I just like move to the next one.
Okay.
Use sharpshooter instead, and so it hits, and then 5 plus 4, so 19 damage for the second one.
Great.
Just systematically, she's just over it as well, but silently angry about it, and just 2 arrows into both of these gargoyle-like beasts.
Okay. Javi, it's your turn. So you see 2 pretty heavily damaged creatures and 2 undamaged creatures.
Okay. I think I'm gonna keep it simple because we're running out of time. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the 2 damaged ones.
Sounds good.
And first one is 26.
That'll hit.
Second one is 26 as well.
Somehow that misses. I don't know how. No, yeah.
And then first damage is 4.
Okay.
Second damage is 4 as well. Weird. Okay.
Doesn't your Eldritch Blast at this level, don't you have 2 dice to roll? Or that's what you got? You got 4 both times.
No, I rolled I got 2. I did 2 attacks. You mean 2 damage dice?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Let me check.
That you get more bolts. The dice don't go up. You get more bolts.
Oh, you get more bolts.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So you
there's
have
still
2
1
bolts.
d10.
I have 2
All right,
attacks.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I think I will I'll stay where I am.
Okay. That one, it looks pretty bad, but it's still standing. So there's 4 now that are going to attack. There's 4 that are still up. So Snacks, we're going to start with you. It
Come at me.
reaches out and tries to bite you and slash at you. So got a crit here.
I would like to use my ability to cancel the crit.
Thank you.
So I rolled a 5, is what you're saying?
No, no, I don't use my portent. I can just cancel a crit. It'll still be a hit. It just whatever the crit effects are canceled.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Okay, I'll take that.
My Sentinel at Death's Door.
Oh shit.
You have so many things to cancel out. I need to just start giving
I'm such a fool.
I haven't even taken lucky yet. Right.
I just realized I have key empowered strikes. I don't know why I didn't think I have it, but I actually do. No, I'm not saying we retcon it, but I just realized I actually this whole time I didn't realize I had key empowered strikes, and I do.
Meaning that your fists are magical after all?
Yes, they count as magical weapons. Yes.
Okay.
You just didn't light them up yet.
That's good to know. Yeah, you just didn't. You're like, well, now I'm gonna use my right.
There's just like this laundry list of abilities.
You're like, I'm telling you, I have a secret. I'm not left-handed.
I'm not left-handed either.
You were just going easy on him.
Yep, you're fighting being a gentleman.
All right, come on, Jason, hit me.
Well, with that crit canceled, you only took 5 points of bite damage.
I didn't, because I'm raging.
So you took 2 points of bite damage then. And you then also got 6, so 3 points of a claw. So you got bitten and clawed, but for only a total of 5 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, like Snacks is like looking down at the broken rubble pile and like just still being like, and like some incense and maybe a knight's robe. And she's just like got bit and slashed on the back and just doesn't move and is still yelling at this pile of rocks.
Now, Leaf, you get swiped at for
At disadvantage because I did declare dodge.
Yep. So the swipe and the bite both miraculously miss.
Neo's that.
The one that you've heavily wounded, B Dave, is still up, Renato. So he misses on the first one and gets a why am I missing this?
My AC is 20 if that's what you're looking for.
Gets a 21.
Yep, and I can't shield because I did that for snacks, so he gets me.
Okay. Well, you just got clawed for 5 points of damage. So deal, and then the last one is also going to jump on you since you were the first one to attack them, and also since you screeched at them. But they both miss, so it is now your turn.
Yeah, they can come at me. Okay. So there's 2 of them that are on me.
Yep, 2.
Oh, did I? Okay. Then I think y'all know what time it is. I'm gonna drop Jim's magic missiles on this thing.
Time for that.
I'm gonna just drop 3 on the first one and see if it's still alive before I decide. Well, actually, I'm gonna drop 2 on the one that's already injured and see.
Good idea.
Let's see. The lowest was a 14. Does that hit?
14 does not hit.
After that, the next lowest was 16.
That will hit.
Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 on that one. Sorry, trying to do this quick because I know we're in a hurry.
We also have a fate point. One last one.
No. I just got more missiles. Right. So I just want to see if this is going to be enough before I aim any more at this one. That'll be another 29 points of damage.
Yeah, it explodes.
Yeah, okay.
And on the third one, and I got another natural 20 that is a dramatically appropriate moment. So actually, let me just see if that finishes this one. I might not even need to put any more into this one. Let's find out. For the other one, then I don't know if this one was injured though. So it may not be enough. We're about to find out.
There was one that was injured somewhat by
yeah, I'm just after the one that is after me. Arrow. Yeah. Oh no. I'm still waiting. 41.
Yeah, 41 that'll take care of that.
Then if there is another not the one that Snacks knocked down, because I don't want to take that away from her.
No, that you already.
That's what you just did. That is a pile of rubble that I'm yelling.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought 2 were on me though, because the 2 tried to attack me. I was trying to blast those 2.
I see. Yeah. Well,
it doesn't matter. Yeah. That was my intent. I'll say my intent was to spare the one Snacks knocked down, and I'm going to put 2 more.
Then that one is. You know what? That one is spared, and the that's true. So that last one was how many points of damage?
41.
41. Okay, then it's still actually up.
Then I'm going to put another 28 into that one. Then
it is now down.
And that's it. Just like it's like just towards the one on the ground and curve back around. Yep.
Okay, so Snack. So there are 2 left. There's one uninjured one, and there's one that's prone in front of Snacks.
Well, I'm gonna hit the one prone in front of me.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Quick. That's 16 hit, right?
16 will hit, yeah.
Most good. So that is going to be 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Is it still up or down?
It's still alive.
All right. Well, then I'm going to do it again. Oh, it was right there and it fell. That is, I rolled a 19. So that's a 27 to hit, but that means that it's confetti time.
So, basically what happens is you take out, you take a mighty swing with Hacker, and the room fills with multicolored confetti as you hear Hacker's familiar laugh echo throughout the chamber, and at the same point, this stone creature just crumbles within itself.
I didn't even say the damage number. You're just like it's dead by confetti.
It's gonna die.
The confetti is within. The confetti is now a pile of rock and multicolored confetti. It all crumbles in on itself, and the last one screeches off into the night.
Does it provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
I mean, it does if you're willing to stick around to see what happens.
I'm just gonna guiding bolt it in the back. It's not warning anybody. Hang on, it's because I have Warcaster. I can guiding bolt it. Yeah, and a 24 to it, 24 to attack. So let's see, one last roll. I'm like, oh, not yet, friend. Let's see. Hold on. Nope. Come on, come my way. Yo, yay. Ooh. Good. I think I rolled decently. Let's see. 27 points in its back.
Okay. And if anybody else wants to take a ranged attack of opportunity,
I mean, can I?
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll throw a javelin at it.
And I'll Eldritch blast it. Yeah.
I will.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, the next
Throw an arrow.
whoever you give it to, the next person has advantage because the guiding bolt.
Excellent.
How many feet away is he?
He's about 20 feet away on its way out. This is special. This is a special. I'm the
Plot.
GM and it's
Yeah.
403 rule.
Yeah. There's plot rules.
And I know that you would have taken this guy out anyway if it was 46. So so we're gonna say that with your attacks of opportunity, you guys explode the last stone creature.
That makes
Pew,
sense.
pew,
That's
pew,
why
pew.
he's not getting away.
Pew,
Bolts, javelins.
pew,
like-
pew, 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 pew.
And we
No
will end to
witnesses.
say, if anybody has to leave at this moment, go, because I want to thank. There's a lot of people that we need to thank, but I know Dave, you got to go right now, so we're gonna say goodbye to Dave and goodbye to Eliza too.
Well, hold
No, I
on.
was just
Wait,
saying goodbye to
am I gonna break the overlay if I do that though? Give me a thumbs up if it's okay, because I don't want to like wonk everything out.
Oh yeah.
No, you got a thumbs down.
Nope, I got a thumbs down. All right, I'm not going anywhere.
All right,
then.
you're not
We'll
going
just
anywhere.
thank-
So
we'll just thank
really
people
quick, we're
quick.
gonna thank all of our great contributors today, and our audience as always does an awesome job of not only keeping our adventurers alive, but also helping us make this show every week. So like our great producers like Casey and Luke can continue to help us do this every week. So thank you so much. And by the way, congratulations everyone on episode 20. This is episode 20. This is a milestone for us. So really quick, for all of our bidders, all of our bit givers, I want to thank Rogan27. I want to thank Catch23. I want to thank Zerathon and On, Stabigail, of course, we love Stabigail. Cast GT, Eric Jackson, Melba Denew. They all contributed bits today, and then we had a lot of subs today. Corey C. Lund subbed, Rykar01, Catch23 resubbed, Grayman RP resubbed, Breeks SV resubbed, and Red Hulk 5 resubbed, and also Breeks SV gifted 10 subs, and Eric Jackson gifted 5 subs. So we got a lot of resubs and some gifts. So thank you so much, everybody. Really quick, tell everyone who you are and where you're going to be on the internet this week till we're back here next Sunday. We'll go in reverse alphabetical order. Vivka.
Hi, quick, Vivid Vivka, me, spelled down below, exact how is. On TikTok, yes, Twitter, both good. Look up, bye, see you. Next.
Well
done.
Eric.
16-bit Eric everywhere across the Twitch, Twitter, the whole thing. And you can usually find me Monday nights on Q Times running Star Trek Adventures, but we're wrapping up that campaign. We're going to be starting up Spelljammer pretty soon. We're doing Star Jam, which is going to be taking place.
Spelljammer confirmed?
Yeah, Spelljammer confirmed. Yeah, we'll be running Spelljammer over on Q Times on Monday nights, but that doesn't start up again until sometime in October. So keep a lookout.
Awesome. B Dave. I know we have so many A's and B's.
It's true. B-Day Walters, say words about things. Let me see. Tuesday, Heroes of the Plains, Demi playing Twitch. Wednesdays, Champions of Lore, Senior Games Twitch. Thursday, Black Dice Society on D&D Twitch. Friday, Vampire the Masquerade, LA by Night on World of Darkness Twitch. Follow me on the Tweetagrams at B-Day Walters.
Yes. Aliza.
It's me. Yes. Hello. At Aliza Pearl, ALIZA on Twitter and Instagram. And here on Twitch, Appease Aliza and Ripley Improv. And also I do shows on Q Times and Fandom Tabletop. So just follow me on the Twitters and Instagrams and you'll know where I'm playing things. Thanks for supporting us.
Awesome. Adriana.
Hello, my name is Adriana. You can find me online at Adriosa or Adriosa Gaming. I stream on my own channel, a lot of video game stuff, but I do Gaxx Pack stuff and possibly new things in the near future. So yeah. That's it.
And you're streaming tonight, right? You're streaming tonight?
Yeah,
later tonight?
every Sunday I stream as well. So
yeah,
probably some Mass Effect again and Zelda.
And I'm Jason Charles Miller. I'm of course here every Sunday. On Monday and Wednesday, I stream on my own channel. I think I just put my little guy down there. So if you want to give me a follow to listen to some music and talk about some D&D, I'm right there. Then on Tuesdays, of course, I host the show Bardic Inspiration, where we write a different song about a different D&D character live on the air, brought to you by Codename Games. And yeah, I just want to thank our sponsors again really quick. Of course, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. Couldn't do it without you guys. Warriors of Waterdeep, Norse Foundry. Don't forget to check out the JCM signature die. Glows green like snacks when you hold it up to the light. And it's got my cool JCM logo for the D20. And then, of course, the terrain experts, Dwarven Forge. And couldn't do any of this without GaryCon, the convention that we're celebrating every day, and that you'll see us all at in March, you know.
Hey.
But in the meantime, we're gonna raid some guys talking about Greyhawk. They're talking about a Greyhawk campaign over on Lord Gosumba. So if you want to stick with the D&D theme in your life, stick around. They're talking about D&D over there, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Adios.
The mighty red dragon swoops in over the battlefield. The wind beating from its wings nearly knocks you over as you stand
Hello,
in its
I'm Benwin
mighty
Bronzebottom,
presence.
celebrity
You
dwarf
realize
and video game
there is
enthusiast,
no hope
and this is
for
my
any
sidekick,
of
Crowy.
you.
Hello, quiet you. I'm here to tell everyone
Well,
about Idle
I'm out of
Champions of the
spells,
Forgotten
so
Realms.
I'm
It's a
just a
Dungeons and
tempo.
Dragons based
And I'm
strategy
still
game from
unconscious.
Codename
So if one of you
Entertainment.
could please
It's
go
a
into my
management.
bag and get my healing potion, that'd be great.
Then I smash the lizard. Raging, charging, power attack.
Roll your worthless attack. Your pitiful attack glances off the dragon's scale, and it opens its mouth, casting you in the molten glow of its inner heat as it prepares to release its fiery breath upon you all.
Wait, I haven't gone yet.
What weapon could you possibly have to defeat the great dragon?
The greatest weapon in